Hello, konbanwa. You came super just in time. Just in time for me to start. Hi, thanks for coming. Hi, Choba. So today, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. By the way, I was working on your commission earlier, so I will send you the draft soon. Hi, friend. Thanks for coming too, friend. So, yeah, doing Ace Attorney today. It's been like we were supposed to do it last week, but then because of like my setup and all, it got cancelled, right? So this is the first time in like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, look forward to your commission. Yeah, I think it's like the first Ace Attorney in like 2 weeks. So just to recap what happened, I'm a bit like I need to refresh myself as well. So last time we started the third case of the second game. There was like this science convention. Something went wrong, obviously, because it's Ace Attorney and things always go wrong. Someone volunteered to take part in a teleportation machine, but it failed and he died in it. But somehow his body was found in like the next building over, like stuck in a glass window. So somehow or another, he opened inverted commas, teleported over. I'm pretty sure he did actually teleport over, but we need to solve the mystery of how he got over there. Hinting, there's a lot of hints that Lord Zix was actually a very good boy up until relatively recently, but we haven't really quite got an idea how or why and how he changed. So now we're starting the trial case. No clip. Oh, is that like a thumb or something? I don't know. Yeah. I'm just laughing cause this guy literally got yeeted. we don't know how, but I'm pretty sure he didn't actually teleport over, which means somehow or another he got yeeted over to the next building. Through a glass window. Okay. I can't believe it's been 6 months since our last allowed. Oh yeah, it's been 6 months. Yeah, that's right. We got our license returned to us. It was previously revoked and now it's back. And now here I am, back at the Old Bailey. This is our client, who is also Lord Zig's friend from his university days. Mr. Naruto. Good morning, Professor Hairbrain. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. The atmospheric pressure in here is off the charts. I've never felt anything like it. It's crushing me. I'm not so quite atmospheric pressure, but it is pressure, maybe not atmospheric. I feel every time I hear that gravity. But I just found out about this recently. But you know how when you take a plane, there's like this popping, like the pressure builds up in your ear, and then to like release the pressure, you sort of like blow through your nose, right? Apparently you're supposed to blow through your nose gently, not violently like I've been doing for the last 20 years of my life. That's it. Yeah, his hair is super jiggly. His hair is a cotton puff. His hair is like my fluffy hair. Yeah. Apparently, like if you blow through like you pinch your nose and you blow. Really? They said if you do it too violently, like your ears might get damaged. So I'm just like, is that the reason why my hearing is so bad? Yeah, the method is correct, but you're supposed to blow out through your nose like gently and not like. Now this is Britain's highest court. Why are you telling me it's fitted some kind of device that can actually control air pressure? You mean like a vacuum? I think it's probably all in the mind. Yes, well, you won't let me down, will you, Mr. Naruhodo? I'm counting on you in today's trial to save my life. Yeah, it feels bad because the person who's prosecuting him is his good friend who doesn't want to do it by choice, but he's doing it anyway for the sake of his job, for the sake of justice, to save the secret of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine from being made public. Yes, I understand. I know what I have to do. I have to establish that the explosion 2 days ago was nothing more than an unfortunate accident. Well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, really. Justice will prevail. My commiserations. The Naruhodo, you appear to be lumbered a most tiresome case here. Who's that? Of course it will be Shomes. Only Shomes will speak in this kind of fancy talk. Mr. Shomes, I didn't expect to see you here. Oh, she's so cute. She still got a hat on as well. That was very mean, you know, leaving me alone at home with Hurley. Took me at least an hour to wake him. but wake him, she did. She succeeded in what we could not. Ding! Is it? Are you? It is. Hello, Sholmes! Indeed, sir. I am he. And he yells it back. I've heard all about your exploits, even whilst living in Germany. Internationally famous after all. Yes, Rand's magazine is on sale in Germany too. That lady bum shop like, no, he's just sleeping. He just wants to sleep in the morning. And honestly, big mood. This month's installment was sublime. Your deduction in the adventure of Silver Blaze was wonderful. Yes, a memorable case indeed. It concerned a snake, I seem to recall. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's a different case. No, that was the speckled band. Well, thank you for coming. I do appreciate your support. Same. I'm sorry to disappoint you, my dear fellow, but I'm afraid I can't stay. He can't? He's gotta go? He's gonna solve crimes? And then whack. His memory is worse than a goldfish. At least a goldfish can remember some things. Sholmes remembers nothing. I have urgent business at Madame Tuspel's. Right. He's taking a part-time job and stuff, right? You mean your waxwork job? No. The waxwork abduction, of course. Madame has engaged my services. Wait, she did engage him for real? So you're trying to get to the bottom of that ransom note, are you? This week's wages depend on it, as does the safe return on the waxwork, naturally. As such, I intend to give it my undivided attention. Oh, well, never mind then. I understand. Jobs are important, you gotta feed your daughter, Sholmes. Of course, with my skills of observation, and reasoning, resolving the matter will be as easy as proverbial pie. That is not a very easy pie, then that's a pretty overcooked pie. I shall return forthwith. For until I solve the case, I shall have no money to afford a pie of any description. Also true. Oh, then you must absolutely give it your full attention, Hurley. Quite, Iris, quite. My life is riddled with irony, you know. Whenever I give something my full attention, I have a quite insatiable desire for a pie. This feels like so my habit is that every time I finish my bunch of submissions for school or whatever, right? I like to go to this one sushi place as a reward. Not Sushi Express. It's like there's this restaurant in town. It is like that. I call it needing a reward. Yeah, it's like every time after I finish like my big submission, I always crave that one particular sushi place. Now I always call my friend like, hey, do you wanna go for lunch? Then we go together. He didn't meet work. Maybe not a celebration, then more of like a work motivation. Yeah, I'm already telling. Actually, I got submission due I just submitted one submission earlier today at 3 o'clock, and then I've got another due next Saturday and another due next Sunday. So I'm telling my friend the week after, let's go for sushi, please. I need my sushi. Bad Sholmes. Oh yes, quite definitely, absolutely, I totally understand. Do you? Is someone a little starstruck? I mean, that's how everyone who meets Sholmes for the first time feel until they realize his brain is kind of scattered. I wish you the very best of luck, Professor Hairbrain. Yeah, sushi, yeah. Actually, right, it's not exactly a sushi restaurant. It's like an international buffet restaurant, but we go there because it's kind of cheap, and the sushi, well, it's a sushi. It's a buffet with sushi, so it means free flow sashimi. That's why we go. I've been there like several times already. Before I depart, Mr. Naruhodo, a word in your ear, if you please. Is he gonna whisper to me? Psst, 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 psst. What is it about? What is it about? Why are you so serious about it, Sholmes? If you have remarkably little grounding in science, I feel I ought to inform you. As compelling this super high voltage instantaneous kinesis hypothesis may be, it's bullshit. a practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible, right? I mean, it hasn't even been accomplished in like 2022 yet. So, but the professor said the demonstration was a success. I mean, he said that it was the person did move from point A to point B. He didn't exactly. I mean, he did think it was a success, but basically the only thing he confirmed that the person moved from point A to point B, not that they actually teleported. So, yeah, it will appear that he fervently believes it was. I read Professor Bunny Brain's paper about it too, you know, and I have to say, it's impossible. I'm sure it can't be done. It could barely be done theoretically, let alone practically. Man, if you can't even be done theoretically, then this doesn't say anything good about your invention at all. as a person who's got a bunch of friends in science, if it can't even be replicated theoretically, this is bad news for your experiment. But how could an experiment that had no possibility of succeeding in fact succeed? That's contradictory. And it's that contradiction that will be at the heart of the trial, I have no doubt. What's that supposed to mean? Now, I must hurry along. I wish you the best of luck, my dear fellow. See you later, Hurley. Bye-bye. Well, it looks like you're on your own today, Bruno. But shut up, you can do it. Is she gonna be my assistant? Oh, how about you, Iris? Ah, no, I'm afraid I can't help. I have something I need to do. Oh, she's not even gonna be here either. I see. Oh no, I'm all alone then. This is the first time I'm solving a case entirely by myself with no assistant, I think. It's going to be a big surprise for you when you find out what it is. That sounds ominous. How about myself? Yes, time to be a big boy. I can solve problems myself independently. I shall be a big boy in court. Court is about to be in session. Make your way into the courtroom at once. We're on our way. An experiment that the laws of science say can't possibly succeed. And a scientist who's convinced that it did. That's the riddle you have to unlock here, Ryunosuke. That's the key to this case. Hi, let's go, Law 6, let's go, Law 6. I feel now I'm so excited because now this time Lord Zix will actually be a much warmer towards us in comparison. Yeah, he's gonna be much warmer towards us now because now we are friends. Now we are friends, so he's gonna be nice to us. I mean, he's probably still gonna be sarcastic and stuff because he's Lord Zix, but like he's actually not going to be mean to us now. Mean for sake of being mean, that is. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are sitting today for the public trial of Professor Albert Harebrain. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Who? How many of them will be repeat characters? The prosecution is ready. The defense is... Defense ready, my lord. The defense better be ready. I'm 6 months out of practice. That is true. He's 6 months out of practice. And what's more? No assistant! No Susato-san! I'm not Susato-san today. Time to be big boy. Show them what's your stuff, man. Is it just my imagination or does the air here feel even more oppressive than usual? So, I must say I recollect the victim of this case all too well. Mr. ODS Man. S-Man. Mr. S-Man was well known as a financier, though that was merely a front for his diverse criminal activities. This is me attempting my deep voice because my voice is not deep at all. I'm just trying to go deep voice for a lot of 6, but how to be deep voice when you naturally squeak? It was only a month ago that the man appeared in court prosecuted by you, Lord Benzik. Oh really? He actually did? Alright, that happens. That's why he was attacked at the start of this case. But the jury unanimously found him not guilty. Because every member of the jury had been bribed by the sound of it. Yeah. So you know, one time I was calling my friend on the phone and I had a sore throat and my friend was like, I had like a very, very bad sore throat. I felt like you sound like a normal human today. So I can only sound normal pitch when I'm sick. Unfortunate. This day now. That's all I took. Yeah, all I took was like a very bad sore throat and phlegm to sound normal. These powerful London criminals are prepared to go to extreme lengths to keep their freedom. But 2 days ago, on 21st October, Mr. S-Man met his end. The work of the Reaper, was it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Don't slander my lordship like that. And that is how your lordship would describe divine retribution. The fact remains that Mr. S-Man's death was a direct result of the action of the accused, Professor Hairbrain. Very well then. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have been selected at random, to represent the will of the people. Are the 6 of you ready to fulfill your societal duty? New guy. I'm most gratified to have been selected to carry out this important civic duty, my lord. New lady. To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine. Not the kind of person based on appearance, not the kind of person I expected to say oh gosh, oh golly, but okay, new lady. Ooh, new guy. Science experiments, magic, conjuring tricks, courtroom trials, or nothing more than performances. New guy as well. Wait, do we have all new people this time? Usually the jury repeats at least like once or twice. Any spurious scholar that defiles the reputation of science deserves to hang. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh my god, this girl is quite cute. This girl is so cute. She just machine gunning like corn. We have to listen to what's said on both sides of the fence and then settle on one. That's it, isn't it? Holy shit. So first we have the detective machine gunning the fish and chips, and now we got this girl machine gunning the corn. Yeah, that's it, that's right. She's like Gregson but corn. Gregson is like Juror number 5 but chips. But fish and chips. Oh wait, he's new, but isn't he the same police officer that was in the wax museum? Like the actual guy, of course not. The one that in the wax museum. Wait, no, the one in the wax museum was actually him as well. He was wearing a scarf with like a tag on it, right? Guys, sleep. Wasn't like this in my day. Wasn't like this at all. Alright, boomer. Alright, boomer. That's the police killer Automobile lookalike again. And he's exhausted as ever, it seems. Now, as I'm sure you are all aware, the incident we are here to judge today tragically took place at a great exhibition shortly after its opening. Sorry, excuse me. Though the death toll could have been far worse, with the exception of the victim, no one was killed. He seemed dead rather than exhausted. I guess if you are in deep enough sleep, you just totally black out, right? So similar enough maybe. Nevertheless, the dream of the science being exhibited rapidly turned into a nightmare for the spectators. A tragic turn of events, and as such, the eyes of all London, no, of the whole world will be on this trial. He's gone. He will actually be gone if he doesn't cooperate with the trial. I can't go end him myself. I've had enough of uncooperating jurors, for real. I've had enough of uncooperating jurors. You guys are so self-centered. It is our duty to reach a swift and just conclusion, I feel. Pang. So, your opening statement, please, Lord Van Dix. Yeah. At the heart of this incident is technology never before demonstrated anywhere in the world. One of science's latest developments, I take it. The government is keen to capitalize on the Great Exhibition to improve Britain's technological advantage. The technology being demonstrated by the accused was described as super high voltage instantaneous kinesis. Good lord! It's designed to disassemble human subjects using extremely high voltage electricity. I love how we are cooperating to explain the details of the court here. We're actually cooperating this time. Now I feel like this is true in-court friendship with the prosecutor. And then beam them instantly to another location where they are subsequently reassembled. So he's struggling to paper. I mean, at least he's got papers. I think like, if I'm not wrong, like either Apollo or like Phoenix, whenever they got papers, they sound like they scatter the paper sometimes. So at least this guy is slightly more screwed on than his descendants. Is such a thing even within the realms of possibility? Well, I don't believe it, that's for sure. This examining people electricity? My goodness, how shocking. Ha! The whole idea absurd. The hypothesis would never stand the scrutiny. Well, about that, Iris and Shom actually agree with you, so you are onto something here. Sir, I believe you are a fellow of the Royal Society, are you not? An expert in your field? I am, and my work on the matter can be considered final. Instantaneous kinesis is poppycock. As of 2022, that is still true. It's true, right? I mean, instantaneous kinesis, not for humans, not for organic matter, is true. In terms of stuff like waves and maybe possibly I don't know enough about physics to know about and to say anything about this. Case closed. I mean, case closed regarding science. Case closed on not case still open on who yeeted the guy through the window. Yeah, I mean literally like the next building over that you know, like the really high glass stained windows was smashed and his body was found there. So they literally cannonballed the victim through the window, and I'm just like laughing my ass off. Cannonball! They put him like those massive cannons and I set the lighter and I like it's the persecution's view on the matter. Human cannonball, indeed. Instead of into a swimming pool, it is through a glass window. The persecution will assert, that the accused's instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a success. I mean, if he is the prosecutor, then I suppose that would be his angle, yes. Because the moment he says that it is false, he's basically admitting that there is no more case, right? So, makes sense. What rot? Number 4 is piss, man. Piss. Order! The professor's hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government. Evidence deemed to have merit, a substantial research grant will be made available. Is it also called supporting your friend? even if it means his life? The accused made use of the invention built on his new hypothesis to take Mr. Assman's life, in order to be the sole benefactor of the grant. But this disastrous demonstration was no accident. It was carefully designed from the outset to end the life of the victim. This doesn't feel good at all when you know their relationship, you know. Like you know they're actually good friends, and then you're just like, oh man, he's gotta accuse his friend in court, huh? Thank you a lot, Ben Zix. The prosecution stance is clear. But you will now bring forth witnesses to substantiate your claims. Hi. Gladly, my lord. Phew! Man, show the first witnesses to stand. Holy shit, he's every time he flings off the cape, right? He always goes on this pose, and then you can see how white his chest is. I'm just like, this guy bench presses for breakfast. You don't get such a white chest without bench pressing that much. Bench pressing and copious amount of chin-ups. Like, look, that guy's Zig's ribcage is white and also like you know, like from left to right is white, and like from front to back is also white. I'm just like, this guy is like his ribcage is probably like a very nice rectangle or something. You can see the depth. You can see the depth of his torso. Combat. Yeah, he's buff. He's buff. He's very like he just crunches like stainless steel for all his meals or something. Like you can see the depth of his torso compared to Ryunosuke, who's like a stick. Ryunosuke he may be a protagonist, but he's got no depth to his torso at all. He's so freaking skinny. You put them side by side, I'm pretty sure Lord Zig's chest will be like 2 times that of Ryunosuke. Skinny ass motherfucker. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. I was on duty at the demonstration on the day in question and in charge of the following investigation. Ding! Dang 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 dang. Albert Harebrain, scientist. I mean, it's true. It's true. I speak only truths in this court of law, you know. I tell no lies here because it's the court of law. What's the thing you say in court? Like you got like, is it like cross my heart and swear to die or something? It's not like you. I know you gotta swear on like something. So you were born in England but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct? I'm not using my deep voice. Open better corner deep voice. You were born in England but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct? Yes, that's right. After graduating from university here in Britain, I went to work in Germany and make an amazing discovery. Which is what brought me back. I had to demonstrate my incredible hypothesis at a great exhibition. What you demonstrated was incredible, alright? An incredible explosion. Oh my god, that says. It's right there, that says. But the science was a success. The instantaneous kinesis worked. Everyone saw it, they must have done. Yes, there was a terrible accident, but the demonstration of my hypothesis was a success. Oh, there's a photo? This photo, give me a photo. Well, that must be undeniable, as shown in this photograph taken by the forensic investigation team. Give me photo. Does no one not realize that if he actually died in an explosion, he wouldn't be as clean as this? Hello! Shouldn't your first thought be that if he died in an explosion, why is there only one wound? Right? If you got caught up in an explosion, number one, your limbs would probably not be intact at all. You'll be bloody all over. The shrapnel will be all over your entire body. Guys, this is only telling me one thing. It's telling me this guy either got shot in the chest or got stabbed. That's all. It's not telling me he died in an explosion at all. Gunshot looking, yeah. Like it's, and even honestly speaking, right, even for a gunshot / stab wound, it is a very clean wound. It's definitely not as. It is barely a knife wound. It could possibly be a gunshot wound because, you know, like, if the high velocity, the bullet might pass through him, so maybe that's why the blood will only be in one surrounding area. There will still be a little bit of splatter, but it is acceptably a gunshot wound. Sorry. A knife wound would be if you pull the knife out, and obviously that happened here because like there's two possibilities if it's a knife wound. Possibly number one, the guy stabbed him and immediately pull out the knife. If that's the case, it'll be a lot messier than this because if you pull out a knife wound, you know what they say, right? There's no more stopper in the wound, so blood will be continually spilling out. Even a knife wound will be a lot bloodier than this. He should at least his entire torso will be soaked at bare minimum. Option number two, they stab him and they only pull out the knife after he already died, which means that because his heart is not beating anymore, the heart is not beating anymore, there isn't like, it's not like constantly pumping blood out of the wound, so it will be a little more clean. But considering that we don't see the knife here, and obviously they are assuming that he died in an explosion, right? So they are not going to look for a knife. We don't know where the knife went. Either way, he's definitely not explosion, because if it's explosion number one, where is the shrapnel? Number two, where is all the his limbs are all intact. Number three, where is all the freaking smoke? even if you say that somehow or another he completely avoided all the damage and all that stuff, right? There should be smoke from the freaking explosion. I'm not like, guys, I mean, I know this is in the 18th century, but your forensic science and logical reasoning cannot be this bad. Have you not like cooked something and had like your food explode before? At least there's at least still char marks. It's still black, right? This guy is too clean. That's right, my lord. It seems the victim rammed straight into it. I'm just like, science, forensics. Oh, speaking of, right. This guy is kind of random. But like, so I had this friend in primary school. And you know like how in primary school, like when you're like So like primary school, like elementary school, right? You basically you don't know what you go do in like, your life, right? People ask you like what you want to do when you grow up, and you're like, oh, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a teacher, I want to be like whatever, right? And then 95% of the time, whatever you say you want to be at time doesn't actually come true because you're a kid and kids don't know the harsh realities of life. or basically your interests change, right? I'm pretty sure I said I wanted to be a teacher in primary school, and now I do not want to be a teacher at all. But I had this friend. Hi Ryoki. You want to be a scientist? Cool. Hi Ryoki. Yeah, so I had this friend. She was my friend from like P1 to P3 in P4 to P5. I mean, she was still in my class, but she was actually in my class from primary 1 all the way to primary 6 until we graduated. But we weren't really that close from primary 4 onwards. But anyway, this friend, I remember once I asked her like, what do you want to be like when you grow up? And she was like, I want to do forensics. And I'm just like, at the point in primary school, right, who the fuck even knows what forensics is? But then I'm like, oh, okay, cool, like good luck kind of thing, right? And then like last year, after we graduated from primary school, I totally did not keep in contact with her at all. Yeah, like at this point now she's basically an acquaintance already, but I think you can guess where this is going. So last year, out of pure curiosity, I went to look up her name on Facebook, and she actually became a forensics detective. Like she's actually working like forensics now. I'm just like, this girl knows what she wants, and she actually worked towards it. I'm just like, yeah, I have nothing but utmost respect for her. Yeah, she did it like a freaking 8-year-old kid or younger said that she wants to be a she wants to work in forensic, and like now at 20 she actually became like a forensics like officer. What's like the term for it? Like forensic officer? Yeah, I'm just like, holy shit, this girl slaps, man. Good job. I will most likely probably never contact her ever again because like too many years has passed already. But I salute her wholeheartedly. That's really cool. I see. Very well. Submit the photograph as evidence. Give me photo. The photograph of the victim has been entered in the court record. As the court heard, the victim of the incident was Mr. ODS man. There have been a number of allegations made against the man, but putting them all aside for the time being, he was the man who financed the research for the experiment and the demonstration itself. I see. So, to summarize the situation, the defendant is accused of taking the life of the man who funded his work. Would that be correct? Kind of, yeah. Exactly. But couldn't it be that the explosion was caused by some malfunction in the apparatus used for demonstration? That's right, that must be it. My splendid machine. My poor, splendid machine. You saw it yesterday, didn't you? We can't even examine the wreckage thanks to a special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. Let me say that again properly. Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. What? Yeah, because of copyright? No, it's not copyright. What's the other thing for it? Like when you like the equivalent of copyright. Also, I forgot what it. Patent. Yeah, cause of they're trying to protect the patents and stuff. What? Wreckage? The wreckage? But that being the case, how can the facts be established? Who the fuck knows? I too want to know. How can it possibly be determined whether this was an accident or deliberate and malicious act? Extremely simply, my lord. I beg your pardon? Isn't that right, witness? Wait, what? What, sorry? Me? No, your neighbor. Yes, sir. It was murder, plain and simple. I salute. Anyone could state that with complete certainty. What? How can he possibly think that? Thank you, Inspector. I think we had better proceed to formal testimony. You will explain to the court on what grounds you claim this experiment to have been a front for murder. I mean, if I wanted to murder someone, I think I'll go through something a much less complicated method than like pretending to explode him. I'll just like shank him directly in his home or something. A front for murder. The corpse that went crashing through the crystal tower had a broken neck. Oof. Wait, for a broken neck? it's kind of clean, isn't it? Like, did it like realign his neck or something? I would assume a broken neck would be a bit more twisted than this, but okay. I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection, that's all. That was my mistake. Broken neck. Yeah, like. I mean, it's called a broken neck for a reason, right? You know how you break your arm? I broke my arm once and like it's kind of like twisted and stuff, right? If you actually broke your neck, I assume your neck would be pretty twisted, but the neck looks pretty straight, you know. So, but the post-mortem examination revealed another injury, a fatal wound. Yeah, no shit. There's a lesion in his chest where he clearly been. Guys, why you guys? If you're giving me this statement, why are you still telling me that he died in an explosion? Okay, to be fair, they are saying that the explosion was a front for the murder. So, what he's potentially suggesting is that he created the explosion to sort of like, you know, like smoke bomb the audience and then stab him? Is that what you're saying? That will make a lot more sense than saying that he died in an explosion. So, there's a lesion in his chest where he clearly been stabbed by something sharp right in the heart. So the victim was killed before he went anywhere, and this fella's the only one who could have done it. So in short, stabbed him, then yeeted him through the window. An extraordinary business. In addition to suffering a broken neck, the victim was stabbed in the heart. And that kind of overkill. I mean, the broken neck would already kill him, so information I would really have liked to have heard from someone other than judge. The coroner said death would have been all but instant from a wound like that. You could say, in fact, that the victim was killed twice by the accused. People die when they are killed. No, that couldn't be further from the truth. I have here the experiment plan document that was submitted to security team. Oh no, research papers, literature review, literature review. I don't want to. Just got extra, so I know, right? I'm going like. You know the meme where that person just like the person like shoots someone, then turns around and looks at the audience and then shoots them again. yeah. They're like just on the off chance you're still alive, just in case, you know. Cannot be too sure about these things. The victim stood himself inside something called the bird cage, ready to be beamed instantly. Shing! To the second level of the crystal tower, about 25 yards away. The experiment did not go according to plan, however. Pong! As the machine was put into operation, there was a large explosion. The blast caused the beam transmitter to point higher than intended. Ooh! Accordingly, the kinesis resulted in the bird cage materializing in mid-air, from where it subsequently fell, crashing through the glass of the crystal tower's large round window. So that's how they're saying. That's how the broken neck happened. Is how they're hypothesizing. My word, one assumes the victim's neck was broken upon impact with the tower. Then, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. The machine was just too powerful. What a way to praise your machine. I was too powerful for you. But honestly, really, I swear, it was just an accident, a terrible accident. Unfortunately, the excuse can't save you. No, not considering the sharp murder weapon that pierced the victim's heart. Do they have it? Murder weapon? What are you saying? Here is the autopsy report submitted by the coroner. The prosecution will likely enter in the court record. It feels so weird to have Lord Zig so nice and civil to me, you know. like this is the first time in like 2 games that he's actually so civil towards me. I'm just like, I appreciate this very much, but at the same time I feel this sense of like I'm not used to him being polite. Polite specifically to me. Your request is granted, counsel. The autopsy report has been entered in the court record. I was there in person, you know. I saw the whole ludicrous performance. And the only other person on the stage, the ass-man, was the disgraceful excusable scientist. Then really, by all accounts, it must have been him. think otherwise, really. Very well. Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. Hi. I need to focus here. It's been a while. It's been six months? 6 months? In-game, two weeks IRL. Yeah, look at how skinny Runosuke is compared to Lord Zik. A friend for murder. The corpse that went crashing through the crystal tower had a broken neck. Press everything. Rule of Ace Attorney. Are you suggesting that it's because he fell from a considerable height? Exactly, which highlights something else about this whole rum business. What's that? The fact that the instantaneous kinesis itself was a success. After the explosion, the cage with the fella inside suddenly appeared out of nowhere in mid-air. So although the experiment ended in disaster, the so-called instantaneous kinesis did actually occur. Remind us, Professor, what was the cause of the fatal disaster? I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection, that's all. That was my mistake. Height. Mata! So the angle of projection is critical, is it? And you calculated it yourself, personally? Absolutely. The calculation is far too complicated for anyone but me to carry out. I mean, if it's just maths, then couldn't anyone who's good enough in maths do it? Only, you got it wrong, didn't you? That burn. The sick burn. Yes, that's right, that's the point. The calculation is so complicated, even I can make a mistake. The pure fall by the brazen confidence. I should try it. I took into account the subject height and weight, the wind direction, the ambient temperature. The ambient temperature? I consider every possible variable, so I just don't understand how this could happen. Me thinks that if the angle shifted just because of an explosion below it, I think the issue here is not your calculation. The issue here that you didn't screw it on tightly enough. Your screw was loose enough to allow the machine to jerk up at any impact. Obviously, then you had to include the weight of the clothes Mr. S-Man was wearing at the time, I suppose. Crackling comments. The answer should have been 3. What? I mean, yes, you should factor in the clothes, I suppose, but that's only if he's actually wearing clothes that's heavy enough to actually make a big difference. I mean, was he wearing a very heavy coat or something? I don't remember. So much for safety first. The 3 must be for safety third. Safety number 3. But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury, a fatal wound. Mata! Another fatal injury, you say? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't think I had to spell this out, but here we go. Just because there are 2 fatal wounds doesn't mean I'm saying the victim had 2 lives to lose, does it? Right. He's not like a cat or something, so how did I say at first? We thought the bloke had died due to his spine snapping in half as well. But you're saying that's not the case? Yeah, we're saying he was stabbed. You can answer when I finish my fish and chips. Specifically after the fish and chips. If you don't keep butting in every few seconds. But we all know that there's a bottomless bag. Oh my god, they even recognize this in-game. Even in-game recognizes the chips as like infinite ammo. That's kind of impressive. This is some fourth war here, man. The victim plummeted 30 feet into a glass tower. It would be reasonable to assume that as the cause of death. Right, that's what we all thought. But it was a red herring, wasn't it? There was a lesion in his chest where he clearly been stabbed by something sharp right in the heart. Mata! Every ammo. Is that coding for infinite ammo or something? I took like coding classes in school because I had to, but like I didn't fail it, but I barely scraped the minimum passing grade with the help of assistants and cheating a little. The defense knew nothing of this crucial information. Yeah, we knew nothing about the case at all, for real. The prosecution received this report from the forensic investigation team only this morning. They are the first we knew of it as well. I can only apologize for the impossibility of informing the defense. I know I'm repeating this for like the 5th time, but like I can't get used to how I civil Lord Zik is to me all of a sudden. Suddenly he's like so nice. You know, like previously he would like never apologize for shit like this. He'll just like oh, you just got it too bad. Too bad. But now he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like Suddenly I mean, sarcastic insincere, but like you know, he still did apologize before he treated as superhero. He treated as massive. Like this guy is just like he does like 100 bench press for breakfast, 200 bench presses for lunch, and 300 bench presses for dinner. Yeah, you claim it's insincere, but at least like, you know, at least this time he did like, I'm sorry, but previously he thought he would call you like a freaking clown. So this is still a remarkable improvement. So what is the nature of this sharp object? Among the accused tools that were used at the demonstration, one is of particular interest. The weird screwdriver, a man you wish to be. Buff. He does like I bet this guy could like lift like a car or something. So speaking of right, I mean it is a bit tangentially unrelated, but like apparently in Japan, one of the like if you want to have like the highest class of driving license for motorcycle, right? There's like a few different classes of motorcycle licenses, I think. If you want the highest class of a motorcycle license, you have to be able to lift like a very heavy motorcycle yourself. Then lift me up, Lord Zix, lift me up from depression. Okay, I'm just okay, I'm not depressed at all, but lift me. Yeah, I you know, about the motorcycle thing, I don't know, but my guess is that, you know, like if you're in an accident and stuff, right, you have to be able to like rescue yourself or something, or rescue other people, because the heavy class motorcycle it's really heavy, right? So like let's say like if you hit someone and like they're pinned under a bike, you have to be able to like lift the bike off to save them, right? It's my guess. I don't actually know, but it is a fact that if you want the heavy class license, you have to be able to manually lift the entire bike yourself with no assistance. Yeah, no tools allowed, no assistance allowed. You have to lift it yourself, and like that's probably like 100 kg 100 kg motorcycle. and like there is this female, I know of this because of Nijisanji. There is this one female streamer in Nijisanji JP who has the license. And she's super athletic. She's super athletic. Yeah. she can freaking just lift the whole motorcycle, man. I'm like pretty convinced that Logic could do the same. Give him a bike and he'll lift the bike. I'm pretty sure maybe he could lift the dark carriage, like the horse carriage by himself. Who knows? He looks buff enough to do it. Oh, he's strong, like the strongest, the massive strongest of all people. That who is? Oh, he was looking for like the screwdriver, right? Andrew? My trusted little companion, Andrew. I mean, Andrew's a pretty unique name for screwdriver, isn't it? Andrew, of course. But I relate on this. Oh, always name your most used tools. It feels better this way. it feels like it justifies the money you spend on it this way. Do you know each other already? It's one of my dear friends, like all my other tools. I've named them all, you know. We're one big happy family. I too named my tablet, my drawing tablet. His name is Tiki. Cause it's a syntax, so it's Tiki. Andrew is my flathead screwdriver, of course. His brother, Michael, is a crosshead. Well, it will appear that your beloved Andrew has a red stain on his shank. Do you think he's called Andrew because he's got an A-shaped handle? Maybe Michael got M-shaped handle? That isn't? It's blood, beyond all reasonable doubt. No. And that's not all. The long, sharp edge of this Andrew fellow is completely consistent with the victim's wound. Whoops, I guess we found our murder weapon then. We haven't found who did it yet, but I guess we found a murder weapon. What? Andrew screw. I'm thinking maybe Andrew as in like ENDN Drew. Cause like it's like the end of like the screw or something. Order! The court will enter this friend of the defendant as evidence. The screwdriver should enter into the court record. I was gonna say I didn't know that a screwdriver would be like strong enough, sharp enough to murder someone. But then again, the fact of life is anything can be used as a murder weapon as long as you try hard enough. Yeah, anything, for real, anything. You just, if it's not working, you need to try harder and in a different way. That's all. Andrew gonna end you, right? Great. Tell me time. I feel you. I almost not a screwdriver, but I like to do handicraft works, and I whenever I work with like super glue, I always end up super gluing my fingers together. And then I just got like cut the skin off to free myself. So the victim was killed before he went anywhere, and this fella's the only one who could have done it. Mata. And I probably inhaled a bit too much spray paint. Obviously not on purpose, but I probably inhaled a lot of spray paint over the years. What grounds do you have for saying that? Do you really need to ask? There were only 2 people on that public experimentation stage in front of the whole crowd. The victim, Mr. ODS Man, and the accused, Professor Hairbrain. We know for certain that before the experiment, the victim was alive. That's right, I saw him with my own eyes. Furthermore, following the explosion and kinesis, nobody went anywhere near the body. I mean, the body was in the tower, right? So, in other words, only someone else on stage with the victim could possibly have done it. You read something? Someone else was on stage with you? We hadn't had this for a while. Someone reacting. Professor Hairbrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here? Professor! Ding! Sorry. I was calculating the optimum coefficient of electrolysis to separate molecules in the human body. What? This is too bio for me. Too much bio for me. Even though I was a bio kid, but. And the witness stand is the best place for that. You seem as though you might have something to say. Inspector Gregson's last remark. Yes, that's right. Of course. He just said that nobody else could have done it, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim, eh? I love how chill the inspector just like, yeah, carry on, go on, I'm not stopping you. I don't know, but there's no way that I could possibly have stabbed Mr. Asman, as you say. Eh? Explain, please, Professor. Of course, this cold-hearted policeman may not be aware, I suppose. So mean. But humans are warm-blooded mammals with blood running continuously through their veins. Okay? Your point being? As he's the weak. Don't have the arms. Yeah, if you're gonna use a screwdriver as a weapon, right, you do need a certain amount of arm force or momentum to be able to drive a screwdriver through flesh and meat. And bones, a rib cage, and the heart. So yeah, you need more arm muscles than the skinny guy does. Then so you see, if I plunge something the size of Andrew into the man's chest, the whole stage would be a bloodbath. No, a blood swimming pool. The whole thing about the murder weapon being a stopper for the wound again, I guess. But thousands of Londoners were watching me at the time, and yet not one of them claimed to have seen a swimming pool of blood. Well, no, I suppose not. You see? Not one. True, I didn't see anything like that. Wow, our witness is actually being extremely logical for once. This makes me so proud as I play out Ace Attorney games. Our witness is actually making logical sense. What is this? What is this? Who are you and what have you done, my Ace Attorney? Order! Order! Oh, time for wine. Are you gonna call your friend bullshit logics? My god. You know when we visited him in his office the previous time, right? He said that he drinks in court because he gotta forget the bullshittery that goes on in court. So are you calling your friend's statement bullshit? Drinking while working. I mean, it's true though. It's true. He drinks a lot while working. He smashes a lot of glass while working. He's just like I need a drink to forget the bullshit going on in front of my eyes. This is to calm myself while I force myself to go through these trials and tribulations. And TLDR, yes, can't handle that shit while sober. Gotta get himself mildly buzzed before he can handle this nonsense. And we're just like, we ask him like, so why do you keep like crushing those like glass, those hallowed chalices if they're like so expensive? And he's like you stress me out enough to make me do it. Like he just like if you want me to stop breaking my chalices, then stop stressing me out in court. I'm just like, holy shit, this Shuki, die Shuki. Here's to you, Albert. Wait, to Albert! Oh, little guy in Baroque. But I'm really not a patch on you. He's gonna crush it. He's gonna crush that wine glass. No, you're not. Oh no! Don't leave me. This is why they say he turned from a good boy to a bad boy. He's now so mean. No. Hey. You have neglected to mention one crucial possibility. I have a particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound. Leaving the two in, I guess, is his point. Ah, of course. Inspector, enlighten the court, please. Yes, sir. Where are they going with this? Who knows? I mean, I can kind of guess, but who knows if I'm right. Very well, you amend your formal testimony now, Inspector Gregson. The weapon the victim was stabbed with must have been left in his body while he was beamed through the air. But we found the tool on the floor, so we need to take a look at what we have. We found the tool on the floor, so let's examine the tool and see if it changes anything. This is blood. It's ass mess, no doubt. This is the problem with looking at murder weapons. Oh, there's a... I've seen an unusually shaped handle before. It's the same screwdriver that was lodged in the grill on the floor of the kinesis machine, which could be important information, so I should definitely make a note of it. Yeah, knew it. It was not in him because we found it on the floor. Yep, this is what we needed. This is what we needed to counter this argument. You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Is that unequivocal? Look, there was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is if the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping any heavy bleeding. It's common medical knowledge, my learned friend. Even on your side of the world. He's no longer calling me a learned Nipponese friend, just a learned friend? Racism slightly toned down a little now. Yes, but about this screwdriver? The thing is, we actually saw it at the scene ourselves, on the experimentation stage. What? It was on the floor by the wreckage of the machine, poking through a metal grill. I went to pick it up, but the detective here stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Gregson? Now you come to mention it, yes. Inspector, are we to understand that you permitted the defense counsel to investigate? that you contravene the special dispensation. Oh shit, I'm so sorry, Inspector. Does this rank up? Maybe, I suppose a few more ranks and he might stop breaking child size. I think for that to happen, we might have to turn him back into a good boy first. we'll have to good boyify him first. He's now still too much of a punk to not break stuff. Oh shit, I'm so sorry, Inspector. We have accidentally sold the Inspector to the dogs. No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. So it's nervously for Inspector. I just let him look, nothing wrong. I was very clear he wasn't to touch a thing. But touch a thing we did, so. Yes, that's true. The screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it? What are you getting at? If this tool had still been in the victim's body when the victim was beamed away by the machine. That is Justice Tarot card with reverse. Uno reverse card. Tarot reverse card. But like Uno reverse. Then it shouldn't still have been on the stage. Ah. That's right. It should have been beamed across to the crystal tower along with the S-Man. And been found still lodged in the victim's chest. Oh, persona reference. Oh, I think the only persona I played is like P3P. Yeah, I know it's like the P5 Royale, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, honestly, right, personally, right, if I had to pick between persona and SMT, I'm more of an SMT kind of person. But I heard that P5 was not bad. It's just that I prefer I just prefer SMT. So, and I still have not started SMT 5. 5? 4? 5. I still have not started 5. Dang it. Well, I don't. It looks like stole everything that the victim had on his person moved with him when he was beamed. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, pang! Obviously, they should have been beamed to the destination as well. This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we are still basing arguments on the assumption that it did actually take place. Alright, time to tighten the screws here. Yeah, tighten the screws of the machine while you're at it. My lord, if the prosecution is unable to explain the inconsistency in argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. That deep, dark, glowing gaze. Lord Van Zyck is stumped. Who? The scientist? Hairbrain? I knew it! It's you! Do you have something to say, witness? Yes, I knew it. I witness, we're trying to save your life here. And, is it that important to prove your theory compared to saving your life? It bears out. The equations hold. Hold on, don't worry. Stop it, we're trying to save you. Stop it. You should be the one worrying more. About what? Without delving into details, there is no inconsistency. What? What? Even Andrew had been lodged with the S-Man's chest. My trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on stage is consistent with my calculation. Guys, stop! I'm trying to save your life here. Are you that determined to screw yourself over that badly? What? For real, man. Look, yeah, I mean, does this count as suicide? Phew! Yeah, shit, done with bullshit, man. We're trying to save you. It's clear it would seem your illusions have been shattered. Clearly, you should hear the accused's explanations. How should I say? This brilliant scientist's explanation. Don't flatter him at this point of time, man. You're just gonna give him an even more inflated ego. Just when I found an inconsistency in the prosecution argument, the witness attempts to commit Sudoku himself. Scientist. Very well. The defendant will testify again. Provide us with a scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency asserted by the defense fails to hold. Right, like seriously, like literally, like when the moment we save him, this guy jumps into the frying pan himself. He's like, we use the tongs and we pluck him out. We're like, okay, you've cooked long enough. Time to go on the plate. He's like, no, I refuse, and jumps back in. I'm just like, And then Apollo, I will, my lord. Is Apollo the god of science? I don't actually know. Like, dude, like, stop jumping in the frying pan. Please, go on the plate or something. The inconsistency explained. To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research. My hypothesis states the kinesis cannot transport metal though, hence the metal weapon was stayed put. He can't transport metal? He can't transport metal? But he's got his monocles on though? He's got the monocles on though? Are you trying to say that he can't transport metal, then the monocle should have also been left behind, you know? And I can't think about it, how the frick does the monocle stay on even though he just got yeeted through a glass tower? In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruhodo isn't an inconsistency at all. This ass-man was the patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been possible. Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together. Your machine is fast! Your machine is fast! Bullshit! Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. So, the thrust of a testimony professor is that based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis. In other words, since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on the stage despite the victims being found elsewhere is not an inconsistency. And therefore, just do your own match yourself. And therefore, Professor Albert Harebrain could still have been the killer. Why are you so happy to be proclaimed a killer? Like he's just like, oh, and like now we accuse you as a murderer. He's like, yeah, baby. Like this guy, man, this guy. Why are you so proud? Why are you so proud of this? Why are you so proud of this? We had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason. I was not addressing you, witness. Professor Harebrain. Please, 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 please. Help me help you, man. Whose side are you on here? Right, you tell him, Yunosuke, you tell him. I don't take sides, Mr. Naruhodo. Stop! Kill him! No. My only interest lies in upholding my hypothesis. I'm a scientist after all. He's denser than... What's the densest metal? He's denser than mercury. Mercury dense. Wait, is mercury light? What's the densest? What's the densest material? Okay, kill the man. Yeah, we'll put his own theory to test and like just beam him through his machine through another glass window and see where that takes him. He's denser than lead. Yeah, lead is pretty dense. Okay. Denser. This is like... Then I try to help it. Tungsten is dense? Okay. This is all... Denser than steel? Denser than jelly or something, I don't know. Dot. Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell, right? It's like you want Lord Zix to kill you or something, man. Is it the friendship of like university students or something? I will support you in your job even if it means my death. Denser than a black hole. Oh yeah, the black holes are extremely dense. That's true. Denser than a black hole. Denser than a collapsing sun. Yes. Hi away, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll fire something at you, alright? I'll fire something at you. Maybe your beloved Andrew. The inconsistency explained. To be clear, I'm still at a state of getting data in my research. I don't think we need to press this. My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal, though. Hence, the metal weapon was stayed put. Shield is 20 kg. Wow, shit, that's super dense. 20 kg. Wow. That's like heavier than a bag of rice. Bags of rice are heavy. Your hypothesis states it, so this isn't proven then? No, of course not. It's merely a hypothesis. But a good one, based on thousands of calculations. Do you really do thousands of calculations though? But it is widely known that metals can't be decomposed by electrolysis. Physics side of chat, please confirm this for me. Yeah, Yes, of course. So I am right. My hypothesis is clearly correct. What is it about incriminating himself that makes this man so happy, right? Right. And she's so funky, and she's just like doing that Bollywood dance movement. He's doing the Bollywood dance movement. It's the whole reason that the bird cage is made of wood, you see? Sorry, the bird cage? Yes, that's what I call the sea obtusa cage in which Mr. S-Man was placed for the kinesis. Oh yeah, it is wood, now that I mention it. Bollywood scientist, yeah, he just needs to... Someone starts playing music and suddenly everyone starts aggressively dancing. The jail cell in which the victim was detained. It does indeed seem to be made of a timber of some sort. I'll thank you not to refer to it as an instrument of incarceration, your lordship. In short, how do you do metal plating? I don't know, but like, I thought there's a way to like break down metals by like, separating the elements and stuff. I can go play. Yeah, I know go plating thing, but my understanding of chemistry from many years ago is that you can break down materials and metals by separating them through electrolysis, like separating them into the metal compounds. So technically you should be able to break down things through electrolysis, right? I don't know, like number one, I last took chemistry many years ago. Number two, I'm not even good. I barely failed chemistry. So hi Nairu, thanks for coming. Hi, yay. We're doing AA. You can't at all. Yeah, I think you can break down like some metals through electrolysis. This is now in through this court case. This court case is now becoming a chemistry class. Because this guy won't. Thanks for coming. I mean, yes. Thanks for coming. I guess no. Yes, no. Not. I mean, maybe you might not want to come to chemistry class, but I'm afraid that's why it is here today. Thanks to the case. Any weapon lodged in the victim and he was beamed away by instantaneous kinesis, who had been left behind on the stage if it was made of metal. Oh shit, I'm not using my deep voice, whatever, it's okay. Next time. Deep voice next time. Yeah, that's it. Yes. It all fits perfectly the mathematical model. But the ultimate conclusion then is that the defendant alone had the opportunity to inflict this fatal injury on the victim, is it not? Yeah, you bloody idiot. Took me this long to realize it. Electrolysis only works on other metals anyway, so you gotta use different metals for other materials. Oh! Anytime you save states until I got it right. Yes to both comments. I use the hallowed method of guess and check. Just guess it until you get it right. Someone beam me out this nightmare. Someone break me down into different particles so I can escape from this courtroom. In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naho isn't an inconsistency at all. I believe that I can present. I believe I should be able to present this because, like, you see, he's wearing monocles, right? It's metal. So the thing is, I mean, I think this is right, but I don't know if it's actually right. So let's try. Oh, the music stopped. Okay, we're right. Yay! Screw you and your gold monocle. Professor Hairbrain, you said that according to your hypothesis, nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct. In that case, I'd like you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene. In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. Ta-dang! You can clearly see that Mr. Ashman is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim. What? Metal? No! Metal gun! That's not! Metal? No! Do your maths properly. We've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted the outcome, it should also have predicted that the metal rimmed spectacles would be found in the same place. Indeed, it would be found on the floor of the exhibition stage. My hypothesis, this feels like me in like science class last time. I'm just like, why is nothing adding up? I'm pretty sure this should be right. Why is nothing adding up at all? This is how I feel like doing science class every day. Professor Hairbrain, this isn't easy for me to say, but your hypothesis is bullshit. You don't have to put it so nicely. Don't say it's flawed. Just say it's bullshit. Why is he acting up? He's being said, right. We're saving your ass here, man. Take your card and see you're interested in drawing ships. Driving? Oh, I mean, yeah, ships are fine. Ships are fine with me. Thanks for checking out, by the way. Wow. If you want anything, just let me know, man. I still have like a commission slot open, so I can easily squish you, no problem. Order! Counsel, what's the implication of this? But if you know, it's totally okay though, no stress. Just, yeah, don't need to feel like obligated or anything. If on the day in question, the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place. Oh, hold on, my mom's speaking to me. Hold on, give me like 1 second. My mom said there's hot water, so I can go make tea. Yeah. This guy just like he'll literally rather get the death penalty and go to jail and die than admit his theory is bullshit. I'm just like, guys, there are some battles you need to lose in life. This is one of them. This is not a hill you need to die on. Because if you keep this up, this is literally going to be a hill that you die on. Is that what you want? Literally? And it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on the stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been a culprit. But my hypothesis is sound. No, my hypothesis is full of fucking bullshit. I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all my work. Guy, look, dude, just admit you're a hacker. Just admit you're a freaking hacker. There is no shame in a failed experiment. Look, there is no shame in a failed experiment. Failing is part of experiments. No one gets a perfect result on like the first try. You know how often scientists fail their results to get one that's right. And even according to my scientist friend, even after you have succeeded in the experiment, it's extremely hard to replicate it exactly again. There is no shame in having a failed result. You know. Oh, who makes head like that? Who can make his head clip soon? I mean, to be fair, hair is soft, so his hand could probably go through that clump out hair, but yeah, his neck is probably gonna break this way. The screwdriver. The screwdriver might be the murder weapon, but it's not. Right, well, this hair-brained guy is not the murderer. Yeah, did it say that the shape of the screwdriver matches the victim's wound? So it is likely that it is the murder weapon. Yeah, it could be something else. It could still be something else, but it is. All we know about so that it's not our client. That's all. I could say something here in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society. You are full of bullshit. Tell him, juror number 4. Maybe he wasn't actually teleported. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying, that like they're saying that like his experiment is barely even possible theoretically. Realistically, all other factors is like it's just straight up impossible. Yeah. So what I think happened is that the guy was killed somewhere else. I don't know where, and then he was launched. He literally physically yeeted to the next building. Yeah. That's how he got there. And I have brain cell? I have a half brain cell, but half a brain cell is being shared by with a bunch of other people. So we're all like fighting for use of the half brain cell at the same time. It's like my turn today. No, it's my turn. No, you had it last week, so it's my turn now, kind of thing. As a man of science, there's one thing I simply cannot abide, and that is there's a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science. You tell him, sir. You tell him, good sir. You tell him what the shit is at. What? Wait, Great Scott! Are you suggesting that my science is suspect? Yeah, exactly what we're suggesting. It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. Oh my god, finally. For once in the entire game, I'm so moved. For once in this entire game, we actually have a juror who's making sense. Yeah, holy shit. Sasuga's juror of science. Sasuga, oops, no button. Believe me, my fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a hero, a bounder, and a fraud. Why all the insults? As expected of the British, these are insults I've never heard of before besides fraud. I say the wreckage of the machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined. No, never! The machine assets of my entire hypothesis, which does not exist! It's protected by a special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. What the devil is that blasted act all about, eh? Who made up such a death rule? Oh man, the policeman woke up now just to get mad. I don't like the way this seems to be going. What's the best way for me to help the professor? Don't ask me to make a decision here. Let's wait and see. Maybe I should watch and wait for the time being. My feeling is that the machine requires a thorough examination. But what about this special dispensation that's been mentioned? Oh gosh, this is all too much. If it's determined that the machine itself was a murder weapon, I think you'll find the act won't apply. Of course it's a murder weapon, anyone can see that, it's plain as day. So we're all in agreement, are we? That the machine should be stripped. If I don't do something, they'll... Professor Harebrained had yet to perfect his invention. That would seem to be the case, yes. But even so, what? Going to such trouble and expense to create a fake machine to display in public. He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing. Pang! He had an obvious reason to do exactly that. 4. The research grant money. If the government was foolish enough to deem this man's ridiculous notion plausible, he and his conspirators would have received a handsome sum indeed. Conspirators? What would be the value of such a grant? 10 pounds? 10 pounds you say? You are an order of magnitude out, madam. 500 pounds a year. Now 500 pounds a year is like crap money, but like back in the day. Ooh, you could leave handsome on that for years. Corn, you could buy like 10 corn a day with that money. I wish I had 10 pounds. I have 5 pounds because one of my mom's friends lives in like London, and one time she brought back a souvenir. We're like 4 or 5 years old back then, so it's like we're like everything is unique to us. Like she gave us like a couple of pounds as like she gave us like a coin as a current as a souvenir. So I have like 5 pounds. I have $2. I have like no cash on me right now. I have no cash. The society noted the increase in bogus public demonstration in the field of science recently, and plenty of scientists arguing each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. Don't fight in the chat, please. Don't fight in the chat, please. And plenty of scientists arguing each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. People's greed is plenty motive enough for murder, I assure you. No, I haven't received anyone. Please talk about the government. Look in. Your specs. Are spectacles expensive in where you're from? My hypothesis is sound. The science is sound. Please, you must believe me. In Singapore, there's no point stealing spectacles because 95% of the population wears spectacles. like it's not anything unique. There's no point stealing them. They're like worthless in Singapore. I forgot. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Healthcare. Like in Singapore, spectacles are just like your own regular expenses, so it's not covered. But all things considered, it is not that expensive compared to other countries because everyone in Singapore uses spectacles. Like the spectacle market is like huge in here because we're all fucking blind. Yeah, they no. I'm using the Japanese voiceover, so he's probably saying like yeah or something, but he maybe like the ancient way of saying it. I don't know. Yeah, it does sound a bit like that though, I'll admit. No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported instantly to the Crystal Tower. Which means that the experiment was a success. Why are you so happy about this? And therefore, the only person who could possibly have committed this murder is the accused. Yeah.
Curry quite nice.
Curry nut.
Curry nut.
I don't eat curry. I don't eat curry though.
Don't want but it's not hot like, quite nice.
Yeah. They just like curry. They just like curry.
Just the curry oh.
They like curry.
You don't like curry?
Me okay lah.
Yeah. Then you don't like what?
They just like curry. Not really like coconut though.
Coconut lor.
I'm not really into coconut, but they just like curry.
Wow, you eat so many don't give me
I'm not gonna eat an entire pack by myself. I'm not gonna eat an entire pack by myself.
Your father.
Okay, don't eat anymore. It's fine. This much is fine. Don't eat now.
Don't eat now. I thought you still want another one. Take it out.
No, like my mom came in to give me some nuts. They're like coconut flavored, coconut curry flavored nuts. Yeah. Coconut curry flavored. Actually, you know, I did say that I don't really like curry, but like this nuts don't taste. They taste pretty not bad. They're actually pretty nice. Coconut curry. Yeah, it actually tastes like curry. Like for real, it tastes like curry. Yeah, not like the Japanese curry. More like the Indian curry kind. Yeah. Hey, I don't like curry, but like this nuts actually tastes pretty good. Yeah. Okay. New potential future snack, I guess. So I actually got this. I actually got like 3 different bags with different flavors from someone else. I don't really snack on nuts that often. I'm more like a chips and like biscuits kind of person, right? So I just brought them out and I left them on the table to share with my family. My dad ate 1 bag by himself without sharing with anyone. What? so nasty. My mom just took out another bag, the curry one, to share, and like, I mean, it's honestly pretty expensive. So we probably won't buy it often again, but it's not bad. Maybe I'll buy it again if I see it in the future. Do you want eyes are so small? Every program fine. Oh. So I might be able to help with that problem. So like I use VTube Studio, right? And I used to have that problem as well. Yeah. But there's a you can go to if you use VTube Studio as well, which is like better than I used to use what's the other one called? I forgot that one called. Yeah, but in VTube Studio you can adjust the sensitivity of your eye blink. If you reduce the sensitivity down to about like 10 or 20 or so, then it actually stops like blinking that often. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, like PTO, Good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. Go forth and fulfill all your streaming dreams. Yeah. So I help. If you before I reduce the sensitivity, right? The eye blink and the mouth open sensitivity were like 50 or so by default, and like it just kept opening and closing non-stop. So like if you reduce the sensitivity to like 10 or 20, it actually helps a lot. Yeah. So now I have a very normal blinking going on. Okay, half a year. I mean, so if you don't want to do anything, right? I don't want to promise anything for sure because it also depends on what you want to play. I cannot play FPS games because I get like motion sickness. But if you have anything in mind, just hit me up and I will seriously consider it. Yeah, this is an open invitation for everyone who wants to collab with me. Just let me know what you have in mind and then we can work something out. Yeah. Hey, DC Face is free. Oh. Okay. VC Face is for 3D models, right? So I can't really advise with that, but maybe if you like you fiddle around with like the sensitivity, it might help. Maybe, yeah. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, let's all become anime on the internet. Meditating, I have no idea. VC Face was free, but free go for free. It's true. And like Vroid Studio, yeah, Vroid Studio. It may be free as well, but like I have seen some really nice custom models using Vroid Studio online. So like, good luck. For me, my streaming 3 years, I have plenty of time. Ooh, like everything in the start. Everyone just slowly works towards it. Yes, Lord Benzix. The prosecution would like to summon new witnesses to the stand. Oh, we got new guys. New witnesses? What will be the nature of the involvement? They were spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition, who were occupying special seats. Eyewitnesses? Very well. The court grants the prosecution's request. I would very much like to hear from eyewitnesses to the incident. The prosecution's stance is clear. The experiment was no postage. Postage? What is the word? I've never heard the word in my entire life. The accused killed the financial victim there on the public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend. Yeah, no more learned Nipponese friend. Only learned friend. Such great mousing, like my thinking. I kind of cheated a little bit. So like instead of detecting both eyes separately, right? I actually made my VTube Studio detect only one eye, and that one eye motion controls both eyes. So my eyes are like super in blank. So I can't wink, but it's okay because I can't actually wink in real life anyway. So it's fine. Oh yes. It's time for you to make your own stance clear. There's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me? I mean, you just keep poking holes in the guy's brain cells until he understands that he's full of shit. So we just take a short recess now. Oh, recess already. That's fast. During which time the prosecution will prepare its new witnesses to take the stand. Bow. As you wish, my lord. Good. In that case, court is adjourned for 20 minutes. We continue. We usually do like one section per stream, but it's still kind of early today, so we'll just continue and try and do another section maybe. Yeah. Well, it's still way too early to end right now, so wing out my glasses on. Ooh, I can't wink. Like I've tried teaching myself to wink, but whenever I try winking, it just becomes like a blink, like a scrunch up blink instead. Winking is hard. Like I tried like trying to hold my eyelid to wink with the other eye, but the moment I let go of my I let go of my eyelid, right, I just start blinking again. Mr. Naruhodo. What on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, we're trying to save your life, you prick. You prick. What do you mean what earth were you playing at? What on earth were you playing at all along? Let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. Throw him to jail. What happens is my bullshit hypothesis. You've been picking holes in it from the start. Yeah, no shit, man, no shit. Sorry about that. But you promised me. You said you proved that directed explosion was an accident, not murder. You said you keep my precious invention from falling to anyone's hands. Don't need to wink kan. Try to my eye. Decide to wink. I mean that's a convenient way of cheating, I guess. As long as it works. As long as it works, the method doesn't matter. But yeah, Danzoba tried to undermine me. No. Yes, I did make you a promise, you're right. I said that I believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there? But if I just run through some equations, stop running through equations, they're not gonna save you. It's too flawed to save. Your starting line is really wrong. Everything else after that is wrong. Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he? Stop lying to yourself, right? At this point, I'm pretty sure he has to recognize that he's full of shit himself. He's just in denial. He's just in like the state of like denial right now. Oh no! Yeah, oh no yourself. No. Yeah, right. You're so right. It's all my fault. You finally realize, and I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster, not just as a scientist, but as a human being. Well, that might be a little over the top. And while we're on the subject, what about Baroque? He's being awful. You claiming an old university friend with a murderer, you mean? I mean, you knew that when you met him in jail the night before, so why is it a surprise to you now? He's a disaster, not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being. Excuse you? I would like you to not slander my Lord Zix, please. Like, if you didn't exhibit that stupid machine in the first place, there would be no explosion and he wouldn't have to do this to you. Hello? Rude. This. I take very deep offense at this. Do not slander my Lord Zix, who just trying to do his job. Are you calling me a monster, you scumbag? I feel like if anyone, you're the one who ended the friendship with him first, not the other way around. Glad that's cleared up. I'm not glad about it at all. Can I double check something with you? Yes? What? Low battery. Oops! Yikes. Is my other controller charged? I've been trying for a few hours already. Please tell me it's okay now. Okay, is it turning on? It's not scanning. It's not connecting. Come on, controller, connect. No, it's not connecting. Okay, I'll just play with it plugged in then. Play my controller plugged in. Is it charging now? Okay, let me see if it's charging now. Is it? It is. Okay, cool. Back to game. Controller is still alive, don't worry. The power of charging cable. Essential being where everyone or something still like monkey and human. People have sometimes human stuff. I mean, natural selection, human evolution, Darwin's theory of evolution. I guess maybe I'm not quite sure. I am not a science person. I went to arts for a reason. I went to arts solely, literally, just to escape maths and science. So whistles. There was no trickery involved. No. I drew the plans for the machine in my very own hands. Every line of painstakingly drawn in the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet. But please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it. No, I will believe in science, but not in your science. Alright, Professor. I understand. To play inverted colors. Inverted colors? What do you mean? What do you mean by inverted colors? Counsel, defendant. The prosecution's witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is about to be in session again. Make your way to the courtroom, please. One guy has a beard, has a mustache, and the other guy doesn't. But the guy is resetting. But the color. But I think that'll be kind of distracting though, right? That'll be kind of distracting. I wanna enjoy the game on like properly. I feel like if I inverted color, probably I'll start laughing. Maybe for like another game like Spyro or something. We can play on inverted mode for like a couple of hours. Dark mode and grayscale. Oh, okay, this is all news to me. Okay, I'm not gonna invert it because I think that'll distract too much from like the story. But like out of curiosity, is it true? Teams? These settings? Is it? Days? Is it? What? Just the RGB range? That? Are you sure? I don't see the settings though. It all hinges on the demonstration. Like the professor's hypothesis is sound as he claims. It leaves him as the only person who could possibly have killed the victim. But on the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant. A practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible. So really, what should I be trying to prove here? Prove that! Who cares about the science? Science is really not science is shit. Prove that he wasn't a murderer instead. That's a key. Even if you prove that his signs are real, which is not anyway, it doesn't mean shit if he gets hanged for it. So I think our priorities here should be kept straight. Sherlock Holmes, yep, Sherlock Holmes. Totally not Holmes at all. Totally not Sherlock Holmes at all. Even though he called Holmes, sometimes I just end up accidentally reading his name as Holmes itself. So the old Bailey courtroom, 11 AM in the morning. Pang! In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify? The prosecution is ready, my lord. As is the defense, my lord. So, Lord Van Zix, I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration on the day in question with their own eyes. Indeed, they did. And as luck would have it, one of them is a police detective. Wait, is it? What's the name again? I forgot the name. Is it her? Is it Gina? Yeah, Gina. Is it Gina? Is it police officer and lady? It's definitely Gina, isn't it? So the testimony we are about to hear can be considered highly reliable. Perfect. A detective of all people. The prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration on the day in question was scientifically sound. And consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time, the accused. Thank you, counsel. The prosecution's position is clear. So, bring forth your witnesses now. Bailey, show the witnesses in. The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally. Oh. Wait, is it there's two but there's three people? Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear. My name is Balthazar Loon. Loon? I am the impresario of all the hot air balloons in vicinity of the experimental stage. My name is Is it German? Can Joma confirm it is about to be a pun or something? My name is Wilhelm Gottsrich. Gods. I'm sorry, I can't read German. God's rich. Sigismund Ormstein. Oh no. He got these nuts. I suppose he does. You know, I never actually really understood these nuts jokes. Like. I mean, I know it exists, but like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to laugh about it. maybe it just really doesn't align with my sense of humor. We'll call it the normal name, okay. God's rich Sigismund Ormstein. Is it like a pun or something? Is it like a German pun? This is. God's rich is. Oh, man, that's a fancy name. Wow, holy shit. God's realm. Made up name. I guess Sigismund. There. Oh, but then he got super fancy name. God's realm. Nice. I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. Singing a song? Oh, the actual name, huh? An actual name, wow, okay. I mean, no, I'm pretty sure I don't know every single name that exists in English as well, so. Coin. Oh, so cute. Balloon exchange. I'm very rich. Okay, kid, you're very rich. It's a dumb version of Sigmund. Oh, that's what I'm thinking as well. It sounded kind of similar to like Sigmund. Like that, okay, I know, right? I'm rich, okay, no one asked, kid, no one asked. Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective, even Sherlock Holmes agrees. I was on security duty at the exhibition and I got to go up in one of them balloons. It was amazing. I think where's the name I'm not so from where? Isn't it like not fantasy, but like isn't it from one of the epics or something? One of the German epics. I had a look. See ya, don't worry about it. See ya, Nairo. Thanks for coming anyway. Go do what you have to do. Sigismund is Polish Sigmund. Oh, so kind of related. Cool. Educational lessons every day. Gina again. But she did mention that she's seen the disaster from up in a balloon actually, didn't she? And she clearly loved every minute of it. The explosion or... There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above. You make it sound like they were in the clouds. There was only an altitude of circa 60 feet, very low. Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can you? 60 feet. Well, 18 meters then. Okay, this makes much more sense. Thanks for converting to meters for me. Thank you for your introductions. Now, you will give your formal testimony for the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who have a vantage point above the stage. Out of curiosity, can kids even testify in court? Can they? Like, can they even give formal testimony? Unless he's an adult who just happens to look like a kid or something. It was an incident terrible. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. The altitude was bang from the stage, and the next second another bang in the sky beside us. And from amid the smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere. The cage, it fell from the sky like a stone, and it crashed into a crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower. Oh, that's a surprisingly normal testimony? A most extraordinary collective account, I must say. Could I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. Specifically, that there were 2 explosions? That's true, there were 2 explosions, he said. More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places, yes. When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time carrying other passengers as well, to be clear. Pang! Then, as power was supplied to the machine for demonstration, the first explosion occurred. The so-called birdcage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, the second explosion occurred directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witnesses. The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the crystal tower. I was very surprised. Suddenly, a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. Magic tricks, indeed. Others. Maho. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide. I am very rich again, statement. I still have lots of... Okay, no one asked. Sure, kids, sure. Precisely, who is this curious infant? Same. I'm told he is a young noble of Bohemian royalty. Thanks, but I know, right? Like, okay, thanks. Weird flex, but okay. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the Great Exhibition. Yeah, I am here in London on a sightseeing trip visiting my elementary school. He's a kid can kids testify in court. We all have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony. We really need that, right? Yeah. Then I remove my mask. This is what I look like. I mean, weird flex, but okay. I see. A delightful face, I'm sure. Yeah, everybody say so. Great disguise then. The point is, the testimony of these two witnesses further substantiates the fact for the court. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the crystal tower where the victim fell. Therefore, only the accused, who was with Mr. S-Man on the stage, could possibly have committed the murder. Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. So, the defense cross-examination now, please. Yes, my lord. Hi, let's do it. I mean, we haven't heard anything particularly weird so far, so we're probably gonna press them and see what other information we can get from it. It was an incident terrible. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. There were 3 balloons flying above the experimentation stage at the time, I understand. See, all 3 of them, my bellissimi bambini. This guy is supposed to be Italian, right? In the case, I don't know Italian though. They are very popular, signor. Is it Italian or Spanish? Italian, right? Some people will pay £10 on, right? £10? That's more than my annual. Wow, really? Your salary back then, your salary like less than £10. Your annual salary less than £10. £20 a month. That is my pocket money. And meanwhile, this guy just rolling the freaking dough of the times that is. Royals have all the luck. I got up there for free, I did. Played the I work for a Majesty police card, I know. You know? Free rides. Detectives have all the luck. I mean, you are a defense attorney, so you're kind of close to a person to a detective, I guess. If they're so popular, why would you only be operating such a small number of balloons though? I don't know, cost, maybe? Because if I have too many in the sky, they could crash to each other. That is also true. The operators for the balloons were decided by lots, with each operator manning a particular area. See, and the zone above public experimentation stage is the most profitable. The other impresarios, they hate me. Not something to be proud about. Thank you, witness. I think the court has a clear picture of the arrangement for balloon rides at the exhibition. Perhaps we could hear more about what you actually witnessed of the incident? Right, I can fill in there, my lord. There's this huge bang from the stage, and then the next second, another bang in the sky beside us. How close was the second bang though? So you actually saw the accident happen from up in the air? Yep, isn't it amazing what the detective gets to do, eh? I'm telling you, Odo. Being a lawyer is a muck game. You should join the force and we can go flying together. Do we get paid more? You know me so well. Yes, well, anyway. Could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think? Everything. We saw everything because we're up above it all. That dodgy calf climbing into the cage and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was that massive bang and the cage disappeared. Just like that. You are describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed. Don't say decomposed, it sounds so weird. I mean, I guess it is true. You do scientifically decompose it into its elements, but it does sound like his body is rotting or something. I don't like the sound of this. I didn't know what to make of it. But then there was another bang right in my ear. I looked round and there was a huge great fireball right next to us in the sky. And there was nothing there before. Oh, this guy is... Pursue. Choto! Master Gods, does your memory of the day differ? He do a tonk. My teacher at elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use the full name. Oh, your full name is so long. I mean, we'll try our best, I guess. Yes, hello, friend. Have you seen Lord Zix in action? Our big buff Lord and Savior Lord Zix. Yeah, okay. Wilhelm Gottfried Sigmund Ormstein. We can't remember it. There's the four names then. The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gina Lestrade's last remarks, perhaps. Aye, you haven't. Okay, you will now proceed to see Lord Zix in action, and he is super buff, he's super swole, he bench presses for breakfast. Alright, get it right, Odo. It's Inspector Lestrade. Why did everyone have a problem how I dress at the moment? This kid. That is not what I saw. Oh? Yeah. There was a second explosion and it was right beside our balloons, that is true. But I'm sure. Was it what I said in it? 1 minute there was nothing there, next a massive explosion. My teacher at elementary school said that someone else is speaking. If you are rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable. Well, this kid's teacher kinda has it right, I guess. Bohemian blood to be so full of joy. I mean, I'm not sure joy the word for it, but... Another balloon, please. Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky. A green balloon? Eh, what? I never saw nothing like that. He really loves balloon. Right, I know, right? Yes. I think it might be a guy because his name is like Sigmund. But yeah, this kid is like he went up to stage and like he went to court and like the first thing he was just like he actually said to the court, he introduced himself as like, my name is whatever, I am rich. It's fine. Yeah, it's not really particularly important anyway. But he was like, he just looked at the court and he was like, I am rich, I am royalty, I have. This was back in the time of like the 18th century, right? So you know, like inflation and all. But like he was like, the balloon operator was just like, the balloons are so expensive that some people are willing to pay up to £10 a year, and we the Naruhodo was like wow, £10, that's like more than what I earn for my yearly salary. And this boy like no one asked him, he was like my monthly allowance is £20. I earn my money allowance is two times more than what you earn in a year. Like this stupid kid. Yeah, he just keeps two times in a row, not in a row, but for 2 times in court he just like I'm rich. Yeah, it is in the past. Like I think it is in the 18th century if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is supposed to take place like during the time of the time of like actual Sherlock Holmes. So I think it is the 18th century. Yeah. So hyperinflation. Now things like back then 20 pounds was big shit. Now 20 pounds is like bullshit. No, I did. I saw it. And you can't say I didn't. I will complain to the council. I will cry and scream. I mean, that is an appropriate way of getting your point across, I guess. But logic might show you instead. My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say that is a lie. It is not allowed. This playing the bleeding royalty card, Aya. Typical. Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Her Majesty's Police. In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your formal testimony. In the interest of cordial national relations between Great Britain and Bohemia. 20 pounds bullshit. I mean, it's true. 20 pounds could buy you a nice meal, but like 20 pounds is definitely not twice your yearly salary anymore. if you earn 20 pounds a year, then you're pretty much in trouble. 20 pounds is now an actual monthly allowance. Yeah, this kid has finally caught up with hyperinflation of the times. My monthly allowance is 20 pounds, and now his monthly allowance can be 20 pounds. It was not the sky that exploded, it was a green balloon that was next to ours at the time. A green balloon. Have you seen anything about green balloon? Oh wait, don't tell me this thing. This thing. My money allowance as a kid was like my daily allowance as a kid was like $1 a day. So if you think of it as 20 school days in a month, then it would be around like 20 bucks a month then, more or less. Yeah, right. Cause like we have to we used to buy we had to buy our own meals in school. So yeah. Like in Singapore, right? There's no such thing like school lunches and stuff. You have to buy food from the canteen. So so $1 gets you like a bowl of like noodles or something. Yeah. Green balloon, you say? Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Oh, you didn't have school lunch either. Oh. I only feel like it bring up. Whoa, like I think some people do bring their own food from like their parents, but most people don't. Yeah, so we kind of just buy food from the canteen instead. Because honestly, right, if you buy food from the school canteen, it's cheaper than the food you prepare at home. So yeah, my mom is too busy working to cook anything. That's canteen food it is. Of course I am, sir. I am a proud Bohemian Prince. All these questions are making me bored. Making you boring? Making you bored, I mean. You guys? I think you mean bored, yeah. English is very annoying. The language of my countrymen is far superior. Ragazzo, it is very wrong to lie. Lie? Flying balloons never explode. For the same reason the planets never explode. What? I don't think so. Back when 50 cents can get you a bomb. I know right. And back then 20 cents could buy you the Pedal Pop ice cream. The rainbow colored Pedal Pop ice cream. I still remember this. Now the Pedal Pop ice cream like 150. He tell me that doesn't mean logical. If it insult me, it's like, oh, Bohemia. Okay, kid. Madai. This kid is not growing up in the right direction. How has Zami come and shoot all your stupid balloons out of the sky? All of them. And yet you're still buying a balloon from him. Yeah, you are, Your Highness. If only all international incidents were so easily resolved through violence. Now that peaceful relations have been restored here in the courtroom, perhaps could we turn to the testimony? You also see the moment that the cage materialized, Mr. Loon? No, I did not see the explosion myself. However, the cage, he fell from the sky like stone and crashed in the crystal tower. Then you press it out. I think. Okay, I press it by accident, but I think we can present the green canvas at the previous statement. Do you actually see that happen? No, in reality I did not. I saw it after it hit the tower. There was a grand confusion among the stage. I ran to see what had happened. I was terrorized by the idea that one of my balloons had crashed. I suppose they are his livelihood. Not to mention if he directly crashed upon it to like pay the cost of repair and all that. But when I looked up into the sky, all my precious balloons were still there. I saw it though. I saw it slam in the tower. After all, I am detective now. 997, her badge says. Then tell what you saw, Inspector Lestrade. That's what I like to hear. They are being bought over at flattery. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed in the tower. I think we can present the green balloon that exploded, right? I think we can probably present like this thing. The torn canvas. It's probably... Do I need to examine it? Did anything change by examining it? Finding out place? No? Okay. Looks like layers of thick canvas with a thick rubber lining of sorts. I've never seen anything like it before, but applying with the Sholmes method, you might deduce you're part of a raincoat worn by someone who really didn't want to get wet. And the charring must have occurred when a person was struck by lightning. Don't apply Sholmes logic, please. You should know yourself that Sholmes logic gets you nowhere. Or maybe not. Can I pretend this? The sound is... the music is still playing, so... it's not. It's not. No... Okay, guess not. I guess we need to prove that that green thing came from an actual hot air balloon? Really jarring. Okay, okay, let's press the last statement then and see where it takes us. Mata! Was it you who gave the order to keep people away? Eh? Use your head, Odo. How could that be me? I was up in a balloon, weren't I? Right. So cause I wasn't available, it was the boss who had to leg it over here. Poor Inspector Gregson. He was getting shoved and kicked all over. Poor Inspector Gregson, as he tried to seal off the scene. It was a real sight to behold, I can tell ya. Amazing! Poor Inspector Gregson. So anyway, I couldn't see the cage that well because of all the smoke. And I didn't really want to see it, to be honest. I was scared out of my wits. You together, Inspector? Yeah, Inspector now! You can't be scared of violence like this. The prosecution really is asserting that the demonstration was genuine. But what if it was actually some kind of switch around trick instead? That would mean that the victim was never actually on the stage in the first place. So that's what you're trying to prove here, huh? Okay. The two explosions were thrown everyone who was watching to panic for sure. I think I need to find out more about what exactly people saw at the time. Okay, what are we supposed to present here? Okay, let me take a look at our evidence. What is this thing? A crossbow? The crossbow, right? Nothing to examine on it. Time of death 2:20 PM. Hermite will wound the chest that pierced the heart inflicted by a sharp implement. Broken vertebra, most likely resulting from impact after a sudden fall from considerable height. Okay. We don't actually have a lot of evidence on us. Okay, then what do we present? Huge bang from the stage and then another bang in the sky beside us. Okay. Green balloon that was next to ours at the time. Okay, if it's not the canvas, the green canvas, then what do we present? Is there anything that we can present? There's really nothing to examine from this. We can't change the description of it, then we can't use it. And a green balloon next to ours. We still don't know what this thing is, but I don't... Wait, what? There's something we can pretend here? We can check. What's this? Ah, there's some sort of lever here. Oh, the crossbow! I knew it! The crossbow! What is this? It looks like a cross between a bow and a gun. It's probably used for the same thing too. Crossbow. Okay. Looks like you wind it around in order to draw the bowstring back and create tension. Must be able to fire arrows with a huge amount of force using this device then. In fact, I would imagine it's far more accurate and powerful than a Japanese longbow. Yeah, pretty much. Mechanical after all. I really had no idea what picking up when I spotted this at exhibition grounds. What can I present? I mean, the crossbow now, but... Cage found on the sky like a stone? No one went near... Okay. Nothing seems to make sense to present here. Let us try the crossbow, I guess. Nope, it's not it either. Nope. What do I present? Let's save in case. When in doubt, save to carry out the guess and check method. Okay. Yeah, what did I present? It's not the canvas. It's not the crossbow. I did press him on this, right? I did press him on this before. Yeah. I already pressed him on this, so... I press... I have no range out! I will gun back, I got no range out! Nothing about this statement is... I mean, now the evidence is kind of weird. The cage, it crashed in the crystal tower. It crashed into the crystal tower, you said. I mean, yeah, but... considerable height. The screwdriver... I already pressed everything, so I don't think there will be any new statements appearing. Guess and check. Yeah. Green balloon. As you say. The fan page is news about the Great Exhibition. Public experiment to demonstrate brand new scientific ideas, cultural exhibits from around the globe. It's also positive and hopeful about the coming century. We must all go to sleep properly before too long. Okay, this still does not really help me. This? Nope, it's not either. Yeah! Time to guess and check! Present everything! Is there really nothing? I did! I did press everything, right? Did I press everything? Okay. Yeah, I press everything. I press everything. Okay, there's really no new statements. Another bang in the sky beside us. Another bang in the sky beside us. No? Yikes. Big yikes. What I pretend? No, it's not. Oh shit, wrong button. By the way, we failed. Load game. We have failed. Now our client now gets hung by our mistakes. What I pretend? We only have this amount of evidence, which is not a lot, frankly speaking. Turn back time, yes, we literally turn back time. Could the crossbow related to it? I think what happened is that the green balloon was... This is the green balloon that popped. And then it popped. Because someone fired a crossbow at it. No, actually no, it popped because of the explosion. But I think right now, when I presented the green thing here, they said they didn't accept the evidence. So maybe it's because we haven't proven that this came from a balloon yet. Something they only just discovered. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure crossbow is involved, but I don't know. I thought at the very least presenting the green cloth body statement will be correct because he mentioned a green balloon, right, and it exploded. So this would make sense, but they said it's not it. So another statement maybe. No one went near it after it crashed in the tower. Okay, he fell from the sky like a stone and crashed into the crystal tower. Nothing they're saying weird. No one approached it, Gina said. But then that would... Let's try this. Nope, it's not it either. The music's still playing. No! How short wouldn't the arrow should be stuck in him, not approach him? He could have been shot by a crossbow, but at the moment they said that the screwdriver matches the wound in his chest according to autopsy report. So it is... Oh, do you think they fired the... Oh shit, do you think they fired the crossbow using the screwdriver? I mean, considering the shape of a screwdriver, you can most definitely latch onto a crossbow. Shit, is that what happened here? Huh. That might be, yeah, but I think it might be it. But at the moment, right? I don't think that's what we're supposed to present here because they're talking about the explosion of the balloon. They're not talking about like what the real murder weapon was. So we might have solved one mystery, but it doesn't solve this mystery right now. Right? Dang it, what am I supposed to do here? We need to prove that he was not on the stage in the first place. Yeah, article describing incident. There isn't. Yeah, the article only talks about the general exhibition. The only thing we have describing the accident is like the autopsy report at most. Yeah. It just say that he had a broken neck from like a impact from a high height, from a tall height. That's about it. The earlier part. Oh, okay. So basically TLDR, what happened is that there's this science exhibition. Yeah. And then our client, this Professor Hairbrain, yeah, that's the name for you. He made a machine that claims to be able to teleport people, and he was presenting it in front of like a large audience. His sponsor volunteered to test the machine in public for him. So the volunteer went into the machine, and like he was supposed to be teleported from like the machine to this little ledge here, but instead the machine exploded, and his volunteer's body was found yeeted through the air, and like it fired around like here and landed onto this platform here. That's why he had a broken neck. But so yeah, yeah, he literally got yeeted. The professor claims that the teleport succeeded, which is why he ended up here. But we have it on good word that the science he's proclaiming bullshit. So he was not actually teleported; he was yeeted. And then but he also found like this stab wound in his body, which seems to have occurred from the screwdriver. So right now we are trying to defend the professor, who is very insistent that his machine succeeded in experiment. He's trying to insist that he did teleport the victim, but he miscalculated and it was an accident, not murder. Yeah, but we are basically saying that no, it's bullshit. We don't believe in your science. You may be our client, but we don't believe in your science. So we are going to save you, but we are going to prove that your science is shit. So right now the prosecution is claiming that the teleportation did succeed, but we are trying to say that the teleportation did not succeed. So in order to cover up this inconsistency in the statement, we have to prove that he was killed before he got yeeted across. Kind of, I think. That is like the rough TLDR what's been going on right now. Yeah. So this group of people right now in the witness stands, they were watching the balloon up here when the accident happened, murder, whatever happened. So they are saying that they heard a bang. So correct, the first bang was from the machine when it exploded. Then they say they heard another bang, and the other bang was around here, next to them. So the boy is saying that the second bang was caused by a green balloon beside them exploding. Yeah, that is basically it. But I think right now, right, based on the evidence we have, right, like I don't know how to present to this statement to prove that someone is like lying or whatever, because the statement that they're telling, the statement that they're saying right now all make perfectly normal sense to me, and we don't have a lot of evidence either to present. So like I don't know, man. Yeah, what did I present here? I'm dumb. Help. Level not damage. Are you fucking kidding me? In this statement? This is a statement that does it. Holy shit. Okay, you know what? If it works, it works. Yeah, so his balloons were damaged. This is the statement to present the green canvas on. Dang it. I feel dumb now. If they've been caught in the explosions, it would have been terrible. I wonder if you might know what this is. I think it may be, see, part of a balloon, a burnt piece of the fabric of the envelope. Sorry, the envelope. Pardon, that is the large round part of the balloon which becomes filled with hot air. It is made from very thick fabric-lined rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky. Yeah, you're dead if that happens. This is a thought. The piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Master Gods testified, a green balloon did indeed explode that day. Maybe not his balloon? If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Loon, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence. Oh, it keeps on crate, they're so cute. If a balloon exploded that day, why didn't the man say so? Maybe everyone on board was killed. Oh no, having just spent 10 whole pounds for the experience? How awful! Seems to me like those things crash 50% of the time anyway. Hey, look at Lord Zix. There you go, Lord Zix in action. Eat that wrong guy. Look at the buffness of Lord Zix. Look at how thick his chest is. His torso and his arms are thick. The instantaneous... I need to use my deep voice. Open valor command deep voice. The instantaneous kills did occur, but after the explosion on the stage. Mr. Worldwide. The point of materialization shifted to a location occupied by the balloon, causing the balloon to explode. Yes, eminently plausible. An unfortunate traffic accident, as it were, but it changes nothing about the pertinent facts. Buff. This I cannot accept. Why not, Mr. Loon? You are suggesting that I am liar. That person died in a balloon incident. There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Loon. The victim was the sole fatality that day. That's right, and I prove it. Balthazar Loon is not a liar. There was no such balloon in the sky. It is not impossible. You are saying it's impossible? Why? Pang! This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that are operating that day. Yay! But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon I choose now. My lord, the defense calls for further testimony from Mr. Loon. Pang. I concur. There is clearly more to the truth here than meets the eye. It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel. Witness, you will give supplementary testimony about the balloons you're operating at the exhibition. Ready, my lord. More testimony. I just realized that the kid and Gina have the exact same pose and expression. I just thought they're not actually got these siblings or something. As I said, Balthazar Loon is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely, which means it was someone else's balloons maybe? Or 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe! But you can't get away from the fact that a burnt up bit of cloth was found at the scene, can you? The coppers in the yard reckon it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. Sneaky balloons! Like a mysterious 4th balloon. Maybe it's someone else's balloon. This stupid ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway. Oh, red and blue stripes, huh? So it means it's someone else's balloon, basically? So your assertion is that the balloon this child saw was not one belonging to you. See, exactamente. If you even saw a balloon in the first place, that helped set the teleportation murder, right? I think the green balloon. The body was probably put in the balloon. The balloon was floated over to the crystal tower and then popped. And that's when the explosion happened. That's how the body got yeeted over. I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business. I have good mind to sue the land of Bohemia. If you attack us, we will fight back. It will be war. All out war. Okay, over balloons. Over balloons. And yet you're still buying more anyway. What happened to all out war? All out war can be temporarily halted in the face of money. Mr. Loon certainly doesn't appear to be lying. But that doesn't change the fact that the testimony and evidence are contradictory here. If the defense is unable to find fault with if the defense is unable to find fault with the witness's statement, the court must consider them the truth. Think long and hard on that, my learned friend. I'm still so proud. He's not calling me a learned Nipponese friend anymore. We are truly friends now. The situation has clearly changed now. I have to get to the bottom of what happened here, no matter what it takes. Let's go, boys. Time to go. Let's roll. Autobots route. Ta-da! Mr. Loon's balloons. As I said, Batauza Loon is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. I don't really think you have to let us press this anyway. You couldn't just have forgotten one? How do you forget a balloon? There's like 3 balloons, not like 10, man. Signor. I might not notice if you are given 100 lentils and one was missing. Right, you noticed if 3 went missing. But we are talking about 3 enormous balloons. Do you believe I could make a mistake for something so grand and expensive? I took the liberty of having Inspector Gregson check this gentleman's warehouse. Ooh, all the bases have been covered. I had the report here. It clearly said a total of 3 balloons. It would appear no mistake has been made then. Sorry, Miss Lestrade could have sent for such a menial task. What, me? I'll tell you what I told the boss. ENVtuber kids like me can only count up to 2. That's unfortunate. Obviously that ain't true, but the boss bought it and said he'd have to go himself in that case. Oh no, you're running your poor boss ragged. Poor Inspector Gregson. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, then what a catastrophe. It will be quite a catastrophe if they fell to the ground for any reason, I think. On that note, Mr. Loon, tell me, what is that keeps these balloons in the sky? Power of hot air and helium. Are you an idiota? Sorry? Then like asking, why does the candle burn bright? It burns bright because it burns bright. And the balloon flies because it flies. What else? I see clearly helium has not been discovered yet. Helium and the concept of hot air. Must be Italian, but I don't know. There are 2 types of flying balloons. Hot air balloons and gas balloons. Hot air balloons work on the principle of hot air being less dense than cold air. Lord Zix is truly a man of the university. Whereas gas balloons derive their lift by using a gas that is lighter than air. See, and my balloons are filled with the magic gas, I believe. Hydrogen. Lighter than air, but highly explosive. Oh, hydrogen. Also, that's where the explosion came from, because they're hydrogen balloons. Okay. Good lord. I do not permit smoking of the cigarette in any of my balloons. The magic gas does not like fire. Even a small spark of static electricity could cause the entire balloon to explode. What's the matter with you, Signor? All that comes out of your mouth is explode. Explosion! I tell you, my balloons are perfectly safe. They have to be, or I cannot eat. Now my balloons exploded today, I am completely sure. But if you still say that is what happened, you must show me the proof. Alright, so Mr. Loon had 3 balloons in the air that day. If none of them were damaged, then what was the one that exploded? Expression. That Tonka expression. You can't get away from the fact that I burnt up a bit of cloth upon the scene, can ya? I was surprised to find a piece of fabric straight at the scene actually. Didn't you search the area surrounding the stage for clues? Nah, I'm not into picking stuff up off the ground, me. always works out way better. Diving into people's pockets instead. Stop it, you're a policeman now. You're not supposed to say that in court of all places. So much for a new career path. Mind you, the boss was on his hands and knees picking up all kinds of rubbish from the floor. Thing is though, the cage went crashing into the crystal tower, didn't it? So that's where most of the investigation was going on. And so I would have thought someone from Scotland Yard would have gathered it up as evidence. Oh, listen to you. You stumble across a bit of balloon and suddenly you're the best investigator in the world. Pardon? Well, you ain't got a badge, have ya? Like this one. I could have actually whipped it if I wanted to. This is abuse of power. I won't put it past her. Come to think of it, there was talk of some scorching of the ground on the meeting. There was talk of some scorching on the ground at the meeting we had about the investigation. The coppers at the yard reckon it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. There was considerable damage to the stage in the surrounding area, wasn't there? Yeah, some of the cops were watching the experiment were caught in the blast and injured. Good job the old contraption didn't kill over, eh? I hadn't even considered that. Yeah, the guy didn't screw it on tightly enough. It seems there was great panic after the incident occurred. Nevertheless, the police shouldn't have missed a torn piece of the envelope from a balloon. Inspector Gregson can expect repercussions. R.I.P. Inspector Gregson. R.I.P. Like me swiping all his fish and chips, eh? He won't be able to afford fish and chips anymore after this. The man's sole pleasure in life is fish and chips. That is unfortunate. None of this matters. The scrap of balloon envelope means nothing. Ninth. This stupid old ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway. Yeah, this statement is important. You mean the color is wrong? Yes, see, Signor. I do not have any green balloons in my warehouse. And yet, a piece of green cloth was found at the scene, and it's unmistakably from a balloon. Well, I do not know how that can be. For the sake of argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage. You couldn't therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question. Why not? Yeah, why not? There have been recreational balloon flights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition. One could have exploded on some earlier date. Unfortunate, and I'm sure you'd agree. If it exploded though, I'm sure it would be in the news. I'm sure it would be on the news, but it wasn't. You believe in some earlier balloon accident that predates the exhibition. See, exactamente, as the signor said, it's not from one of my balloons. Clearly this little ragazzo from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw. What have you got to say for yourself, little royal? There's something wrong, Master Gotts. It's Master Wilhelm Gottsrich, Sigmund Ormstein. It was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, something is very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon there. I swear all over Bohemia. You can speak as much bad language as you like, but it changes nothing. There's a lot of balloons you're buying from him. There's also an infinite ammo supply of balloons. If you do not have evidence, Ragazzo, then I must tell your parents to punish you, eh? Perhaps we'll let the judge decide when it comes to punishments. Evidence? What is this evidence? To give a simple example, young man. A photograph, for instance. Some tangible proof of what you claim. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I have the photograph here. He does? He's got a photograph? Good gracious. I had not been up in the balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. How do you carry the giant camera with you? The camera like the size of your head. Of the Crystal Tower, of Bohemian Exhibit, of the Street of London, of the hot eel cellar, the balloon, and the instantaneous kinesis experiment. Do you take a picture of that? Yeah, one picture. Really? Did it take one? Why didn't you share any earlier? I mean, the kid is claiming that he doesn't know the meaning of the word evidence, so he's not sharing it. But like, You considering how excited he was about it, you think he'll be like, oh look at this, look at what I have way earlier on, huh? Apparently not. Apparently he wasn't excited enough to do that. But all I wanted was a ride in the balloon. I'm not interested in boring experiments. This kid, man, this kid. Never mind that. Can you show this photograph? He showed it to us at once. Of course. Then you will see. You will see that I'm not lying. That I really did see a green balloon. Does that photo even have color in it? What? I mean, there's no color on the balloon, so I mean, there's no color in the photograph, so we can't tell if it's green or not anyway. But then nothing, I suppose. No color. Kind of fast. Oh yeah, how do you even develop photos in those days? Doesn't take like 1 week or something at the shop. Well, I see you're all too shocked to speak. Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man. And one more balloon, please. Yeah, perhaps you cannot see that it was a green balloon from this photograph, but that's not my fault. There goes his brand new balloon that he just bought for the stupid camera person who made the camera. Oh my god, even his crying got the umlauts. Even his crying has got like the umlauts. Umlauts, how do you pronounce it? He cries with accent. That one man bohemian sounding cry. Crying in German. Right. Heavily accented German crying. Very well, the court will accept this photograph as evidence. He's like, I have a photo, it's green, I tell you, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault, you can't see the color. Literally cries in Bohemian. Someone sing the Bohemian Rhapsody song. Oh, he got his balloon back. The person made the camera. Well, never mind. I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful sepia memories to take home with you. We're like rubbing salt into his wound here. Taking my head in Chinese. Cries in Chinese. What does cry in Chinese sound like? In any case, when exactly did you take the photograph? Well, it was on the day of the big explosion. You don't say. No shit, kid. No shit. That bird. When I pressed the shutter release, there was a very loud bang. And a hot wind rushed over my face. That means during the time of the explosion exactly, this photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred. Well, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes nothing. I could not give the flying frick. What a way of saying it. I think that's like the child friendly way of saying he could not give a flying fuck. I say, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, Sherlock isn't here though, unfortunately. Okay, wait, let me take a look at the photograph that we just got. Let's examine it. Oh, what is this? What is this like laser beam? What is this hyper beam going on right here? Sherlock. Okay, so like there is a guy in the cage here. We see a figure in the cage here. We can't see if it's the victim exactly though. Then the machine is still in the right, pointing in the right direction. There is a balloon here. We can't tell what color it is. The balloon looks empty. And then most importantly, there's someone running away. There's someone running away for some reason. Don't know if it's related. And then there is this hyper beam at the explosion. Not my machine. Yeah. Because earlier on that we went to like the wax figure exhibition, right? It might. Everything in Ace Attorney cases are linked. This is undeniable truth. They will not bring us to a wax exhibition for no reason if it wasn't linked. It might be a wax figure in this cage, possibly, maybe. I don't know. We don't know. No one knows, but it is a possibility that it's a wax figure instead of like an actual human. Yeah, I'm very curious about that weird hyper beam going on though. What's that? Lovely language they picked up. Yeah, it's a child-friendly saying version of saying the flying fuck. Gives no flying fuck. Lunatic's minute doesn't quite add up. A young bohemian boy claimed to have seen another fourth balloon. But Mr. Lun vehemently denies the possibility, and it's hard to imagine the man in charge could be mistaken about the number that were in the air. Still, this inconsistency must tell us something, I'm sure. Okay, that's the case then. What are we supposed to present here now? I think we probably present the new photograph, but the balloon cloth, yeah. The balloon is, the cloth is probably from the balloon in the photo, but not sure what to present exactly. Save in case. I'm thinking maybe say they're carrying, say they're balloon, yeah. I'm thinking maybe at this particular statement we present this photo because it is not carrying any passengers, which means that it's someone else's balloon maybe. He mentioned balloons are zigzag, yeah. So it's red and blue, correct. Right now, like we can't, like it looks flat, so it's probably not anyway. But I think yeah, this is probably not his balloon, but I don't think we can prove it because there's like no color. But what we can prove is that there is no passengers here, and he claims that his balloons were carrying passengers. So I feel like we have to present this photo, but I don't know if this is the correct statement to present it on. YOLO. It is. Okay, it is. Cool. Yeah. So since there's no passengers, it's someone else's balloon, but we don't know who it is. Whose it is. But I can tell something else. Something crucially important. What? It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers. Ah, my goodness, you're right. But sorry, all the balloons have been carrying passengers. There'll be no sense in it otherwise. So see, they are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers. Which means someone else's balloons don't. We tell us that the pictured balloon isn't one of them. So when the incident occurred that day, there was a fourth balloon in the sky above the experimentation stage. The mysterious green balloon. I know nothing. Ninth, I can only tell you one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine. Oh my god, his head is pulsating. There are illegal tradesmen everywhere you care to look. Clearly one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the Great Exhibition and managed to operate balloon flights on Mr. Loon's patch without him realizing. See, the competitions trying to steal my profits. I did not notice because of the experiment that went wrong on the stage. This fourth balloon exploded at the very same moment with the S-Man was beamed from the stage below. Right, so them scraps that fell to the ground after and left them scorch marks. They didn't come from the stage at all. They were bits of the balloon raining down. Because no one was in it, they didn't get no attention. A mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers silently floating over the experimentation stage. Yay! This photograph shows us nothing more. A stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader. Clearly has nothing to do with the case. Its relevance does elude me, I must say. Court has seen sufficient evidence and heard ample testimony already. The prosecution calls for this trial to be concluded. Why so hasty, Lord Zix? Why so hasty? Ding! Ding! Really? Have we really got to the truth yet? No, I can't let this opportunity slip away. The jurors' minds are made up, and not in our favor. What else can this photograph tell us? Is there nothing more I can learn from it? Obviously there is the freaking beam of light. Ladies and gentlemen of jury, wait, please don't give up decisions yet. The photograph of Master Gods. May well be hiding one more vital clue. What's that? A vital clue? I have no freaking idea. We're well past the point of mere possibilities. It's time for definities now. So tell the court. What exactly does the alleged clue in the photograph prove? The cause of the explosion? Right? I mean, there's like the hyper beam over there, right? So the sass is pointing. I know that the elegant curve in his fingers when he points at you, like you know my friend calls Lord Zig the drama queen. She calls him drama queen because of all his finger pointing like wine glass flinging and stuff with like that curve. You can point normally, but no, he's got a curve his finger. That C curve. We can reasonably assume that the pictured balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was not my fault. A man with class, a man with drama and prestige. He's a noble apparently. He's apparently a noble, so like yeah, he's got a noble upbringing going on there. The elegant noble upbringing. Evidently, because the birdcage from the kinesis machine materialized in the sky where it had been flying. That finger point, the curve of his arm, the shadows of his biceps and his triceps and his elbow. Like look at that nicely shaded tricep, man. connecting to the shoulder blade at the back. Yeah. And the balloon being filled with flammable hydrogen instantly and explosively ignited. No, that's not what happened. I speak in defense of all arms out there. I speak in defense of all nicely shaped arms. Very important. I am on the side of truth and arms. Truth, justice and arms, indeed. It will appear that this photograph requires closer examination. Counsel for the defense, you will highlight the location of this alleged clue in the photograph for the court. Of course, my lord. Tonk! If you look closely, it's plain enough to see. And what's? Justice and arms. Truth, justice and arms, indeed. We fight for. We have our priorities on straight for what we fight for in this court of law. What is shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have, in a way that leads to an unbelievable conclusion. The clue that heavily suggests the real reason the balloon exploded is this thingy, whatever it is. Correct. The timing of this photograph can only be described as miraculous. If you look, you'll notice that the bright white line that appears to point directly at the balloon. Oh, it's pointing towards the balloon, not pointing at the machine. Right, that makes more sense. I thought it was firing towards the smoke, but if it's coming from the smoke and firing towards the balloon, that makes a lot more sense. And bend pressure of backflight. Indeed. Priorities are very well screwed on here. Most likely a ray of light caught incidentally on the film. I'm afraid I can see nothing of the sort. If you look with a magnifying glass, my lord, it becomes clear what the nature of this bright light really is. Goodness, what is it? What is that? Undeniably some flash of light, yes. Oh golly, do you think it might be lightning? But it could have been a finer day. I believe we may be looking at fire. Fire? That sharp line? Ah, a bolt of fire, not literal fire. Heading straight for the balloon like an arrow. Indeed, even to my aging eyes, it appeared to be a flame of some sort. My word, are you suggesting this flame struck the hydrogen gas that filled the balloon? Or like actual fire? That's absurd. The balloon will be 60 feet above the ground at the time. Is it time to present the crossbow? That deep, dark, brooding look in his eyes as he that finger spread, the spread of his hands. Actually, Masaka. In my opinion, the particular piece of evidence found at scene reveals how that is exactly what did happen. Use eyeliner? Possibly. Even if he doesn't use eyeliner, I'm pretty sure he uses eyeshadow at least. Like, there's no way you can get such dark eyes without using eyeshadow at least. Go forth! My crossbow! Present it! That's the evidence. Present it, man! Judge says, present it, man! For evidence, explain this mysterious streak of flame that appears to be headed directly for the balloon. Dun dun dun! Correct! These are found hidden at the foot of a small ornamental tree near the scene. Good lord! Is that a crossbow? It is. It do be. An arrow dipped in oil and set alight could have been shot from this weapon, sending a flaming arrow straight into the hydrogen-filled balloon. Are you suggesting that crossbow was used to deliberately? Blimey, you're right. The streak of light in the photo looks just like an arrow, doesn't it? Then, the explosion of the balloon, it was very likely the result of a flaming arrow from this crossbow igniting the hydrogen gas inside it. Wow, that heart clutch. Same arrow to the balloon, arrow to my heart, all the same. It's all the same here. Counsel, this is an extraordinary supposition. If the aim was to cause the balloon to explode, the shooter could have used a gun, of course. However, there's an obvious reason why that would be out of the question. The noise of the discharge, of course. Shot to the heart, yes. Shot directly, pierce the coronary artery. That's right. By using a crossbow, the projectile could be fired at the balloon silently. Now yeah, if someone had shot a gun off in the exhibition ground, it would have caused a real panic. But with the big explosion, there was a very big panic anyway, no? Yeah, but it got disguised. I think a gun would draw more attention than a crossbow. I think a crossbow could be like silent murder or something. I don't like this. I should be pleased to have found a plausible new explanation for all this, but something feels wrong. Do you understand? Yeah. Now he's calling me a Nipponese friend again, but now he's no longer calling me learned. I have still not realized the implication of what I'm saying, but it seems that Lord Zig has. If a flaming arrow did indeed hit the balloon, then obviously it would have exploded. Hi. And if the birdcage appears from the cloud of smoke that ensued. What? Wait a minute. Can someone in the game explain it to me? Cause I'm not getting it. I don't get it. Was the birdcage beamed up into the sky at all? Or what? No. Now I understand. I don't. Explain it to me. I think there's a good chance that the birdcage was actually concealed inside the balloon all along. Oh, so it's my theory of the balloon popping and that's how the birdcage landed, huh? LE5? LE5? What does LE5 mean? What? Did I just get a quality console? There's no going back now. The horse has bolted. The horse has like ran away really freaking fast. Explain in like I'm 5. Explain like I'm 5. Right. Yes, please LE5 me. Wait, inside? For real? You stuff him inside the balloon? Not even in the photo didn't show anyone inside the basket, yeah, but you freaking stuff a human inside the balloon? Let's say the birdcage was hidden inside the green balloon from the start. On stage, when the experiment was started, the birdcage in the instantaneous kinesis machine disappeared in a cloud of smoke. At that moment, the flaming arrow was fired from the ground, causing the green balloon to explode and drawing the attention of the spectators to the sky above their head. Okay, this is really LE5ing me right now. Pang! Then he broke his neck. From amid the smoke, The hidden birdcage then appeared to fall down and crash into the crystal tower. I think you all agree it's entirely possible that what I've just described the real truth behind the miraculous experiment carried out that day. Good grief! Let's go, boys. Pang! This is ludicrous. What I describe no science experiment. It's a child's play, a contemptible display of stage magic. Both Mr. Sholmes and Iris said that the experiment was a scientific impossibility. In which case, this is the only way to explain what happened that day. In any case, the victim's body was found inside the birdcage in the crystal tower. If the instantaneous kinesis didn't take place, how do you explain that? Well, yeah, he did appear on stage before going into the birdcage, right? So that's what confuses me as well. If we are saying that he was really shoved into the balloon, inside the balloon, then that would imply that he was killed even before the start of the experiment. But everyone clearly saw him going up on stage and entering the birdcage. So how do you explain that? This is what confuses me. If I might put in a word as a man of magic myself, such apparent discrepancies can easily be explained by some simple deception. Juror number 3. Please help, juror number 3. Ellie 5 me too. A doppelganger. Okay. All that will be needed will be a doppelganger. Someone who looked very similar to the victim, the S-Man. And having this other man appear on stage to front the show as a body double. Body double. Yes, of course. So in fact, Mr. S-Man must have been inside the birdcage that was concealed inside the balloon right from the start. Right, for once the jurors are not being pissed off shit. This is amazing. This is the best case of the entire game already. The balloon would have been filled with hydrogen. Anything hidden inside it would have been scattered to the four winds and exploded. That much is true. If he was inside, if the balloon exploded, he would have actually exploded as well. That much is true. No one would have ever embarked on such a risky venture. Not necessarily. The explosive force of the balloon gas was very much. Oh my god, the jurors are helping out so much this time. Holy shit, I love this case. Eddie. The jurors are so helpful. I mean, doesn't have to be alive or dead though. Even if the person was dead, if you had a hydrogen gas explosion, your body would be scattered. Yeah. So, but now this juror number 4 is helping us and saying that if you mix the ratio correctly, it would not have been that destructive of an explosion. Now, oh my god, I freaking love this case already. The jurors are so good in this case. The jurors are MVPs. Right. They're like picking up so much. They're helping out. For once, instead of being like, please let me go home to my wife, I don't give a shit about the case this time. Like, these jurors are so good. Juror, please let the jurors take the stage. In this case, flying balloons are rarely filled with pure hydrogen, but a mixture of other gases such as helium as well. Helium on its own doesn't explode, but by controlling the gas mixture ratio, the explosive force can be altered. Thank you! So it's mostly helium balloon with a little bit of hydrogen. The mixture ratio? Obviously, the victim's body would have suffered some burns. That would be unavoidable. But not to such an extent as to render this whole obscene charade impossible. I know, they're so emotionally invested. one is like a man of science, the other one like a man of magic. So they're just like hey, you're saying it's not possible? Listen to this. I'm telling you why it's possible. I'm just like thank you, man. Thank you so much. So everything that happened can be explained logically and scientifically. The explosion that engulfed the stage at the start of the experiment was no accident. It was all part of an elaborate deception to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred. Well, goodness me. And if we accept that this is what happened, it means that the victim, Mr. S-Man, was never present on the public experimentation stage to begin with. I hate to do this to you, Lord Ziggs, but we gotta. It is also your friend that we're defending here, so don't be too upset at us. And shot. He couldn't have been killed by a defendant who was on stage in full view this entire time. Shot to the heart. Wow! What a cool pose! It will be very hard for the prosecution to counter. Lord Benedict can't credibly maintain that Professor Harebrained the suspect now. Or can he? It's the professor, isn't it? It's a stupid professor, isn't it? This is me just closing my eyes right now. This guy is so determined to die. You know the song is like dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Yeah, this is him right now. So many dumb ways to die in this courthouse, and he's the captain of all of them. Have you heard the Dumb Ways to Die song? It is a very cute song. Let me go. let me go find the Dumb Ways to Die song for you, like real quick. Oh wait, I gotta switch to. Give me one second, super fast. If you have heard that song before, you will not regret it. It's very cute. It is a very cute song. Dumb Ways to Die song. Like I was showed this song in class, and I couldn't stop laughing. Dumb Ways to Die. Freaking funny, freaking cute. And then back to the game. Switching my screen back over to HDMI 2 and oh shit, that's back. Yeah, I was showed this in class. my teacher played this song in class. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die, or something like that. I know the lyrics, but I can't remember the tune. This is him right now. So many dumb ways to die in court. Okay, stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please. You are so determined to prove that your stupid thing works at the cost of you dying. Is it literally the hill you want to die on? Is it worth sticking your life over? Sorry? What's all this about? Mr. Harebrained? Yeah, what's all this about, man? I, Albert Harebrained, hereby confess that it was me who stabbed. Every time I think he's hit the peak of stupid statements, he just goes and one-ups himself. Like, this is not a compliment. This is not a compliment at all. Yeah, you're me. My faithful friend and partner, Andrew the screwdriver. Yeah, same. I want to stab him now. Why don't we stab him with his faithful friend and partner, Andrew the screwdriver? I'm sure he'll be happy to die to one of his tools of his craft. Of all things. What are you doing, you dumb dipshit? Order! Defendant, explain this sudden confession. No, I think he explain fucking shit. He gonna screw himself over. He gonna screw us over. It's what I've said all along. I must protect my... There's no point protecting a little pile of scrap metal, man. You stand there and claim you're all a trick. All an elaborate prank, but where's the proof? What have we been spending the last 1 hour presenting in court? We've been presenting our truth, our proof, that's what. What do you mean, where is our proof? Now to examine the machine, we want to prove it, then it'll be all over. My beautiful hypothesis, your piece of shit hypothesis, we lay it bare. I mean the indignity of it, the indignity of you. The indignity of yourself. What are you fighting for? I know, right? Like, are you so determined to prove that your machine works if it means that you die? Literally, you go get a death penalty for it. It's not a slap on the wrist, you know. You go get a death penalty for this. Is it worth it? It's clear that I drew the plans for the experiment, but I didn't actually build it. It's quite conceivable that you're a dupe, Professor. If you just let me, I can prove. heal? Yes? I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say. I swear on it. So please. Ensure a special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act is adhered to and protect your creation. There's nothing to protect. They did say it themselves. You only protect it if it's actually legit. They're not gonna protect a piece of scam metal, man. Time to drink. This is how much stress his friend is causing him. For once, the thing in court that's causing him stress is not me, but someone else. Pray forgive the discourtesy of feeling my hairlock chalice at this critical juncture. Yeah, look at how stressed. Logic just like I need alcohol to deal with this shit now. For once, it is not me. For once, it is not me. Copium. Copium indeed. Copium. Yes, my lonely pony's friend. I please Logic, can I please have some of that copium as well? I need it right now. I need it so damn bad. And his upcoming attempt to clarify the defense position in light of the accused's confession. I think Logic, can you please you can have the glass, but can you please spam me the bottle? I think you need alcohol more than you do right now. Do you intend to formally assert that the experiment was nothing more than a conjuring trick? Because the moment you do, the special dispensation for the Scientific Equipment Act that protects the professor's invention will cease to apply. The prosecution will then demand a rigorous examination of the machinery involved in order to establish the truth. Do it. Fucking do it. Fucking do it. However, if you acknowledge that the machine is genuine and instrumental in the victim's murder, any chance of investigating will be crushed, and the confidentiality of the professor's hypothesis preserved. Literally, this is not even a decision that we have to make. The answer is clear. There is no dilemma, and you say, oh, examine it. Fucking examine the machine. Well, counsel, what is the defense official position on this matter? There is only one position. There is no alternative. You don't even need to ask us this question. What Professor Hairbrain, my client, actually asked of me was to prove that the explosion on stage was an accident and protect the secrecy of the hypothesis. But there's no way to do that without implying the professor's guilt. Do I protect my client's life by asserting he's innocent? Or do I uphold my client's request by seeing condemned? Look, he's got a long life ahead of him. If this hypothesis fails, he can always move on to make another, but he can't do that if he's fucking dead. Keep him alive to do more experiments in the future, and more experiments that actually work this time. Go for it. Either way, I can't avoid betraying his trust. You've been silent long enough. Isn't talking your trade, my learned friend? Or has all knowledge of English escaped your confused Nipponese mind? No, it's okay. Why even debating about this? There's nothing to debate. We all know the answer here. There can only be one answer. Now hold on, screw you! If you don't trust me, why should I trust you? Why is it so racist? When they interviewed the translators behind the game, apparently like the developers did actually intend to convey that the racism of the time. So it is actually accurate. It is accurate to the times, yeah. I mean it is obviously not very nice, but they were trying to go for like historically accurate tones in the game here. Yeah, but I think he does get better eventually. Yeah, later on. I mean he used to be a lot more insulting, like he used to be very, very sarcastic of us all, but now he apparently only breaks out the insult when he's pissed enough. So like anyway, my main point here is that if this professor doesn't trust me to save him, then why should I trust you and follow your schemes? No, I will not do it. It is an impossible one. I have to give up on something. But what? The defense asserts that the defendant's instantaneous kinesis machine was in fact fucking bullshit. I am not going to be responsible for your life. Or rather, because I am responsible for your life, I will do the responsible thing here and actually save your fucking life. Go for it. Why? Why can't you say it? Why can't you say it? Let him down by all means. What must I give up on is not the question you have to ask yourself here. It's what can I protect? Oh, wait, huh? Wait, Susato-san? Wait, huh? Wait, what? Susan? Susato-san came back from Japan? Are we hallucinating right now? Are we hallucinating, or did Susato-san actually come back from Japan? For real? She came back? What? Hiya! Oh no! The first thing she did actually flipped me. Holy shit! Oh shit! It's real! It's real! We cannot hallucinate being judo thrown. Susato-san came back! Susato-san! Susato-san! She's back! I can protect your own life. Now that Susato-san is back, protect your neck. Another hairbrain. Yes. Screw you, that's what. Yesterday you told me that science is the pursuit of truth. Well, my job is to pursue the truth too. Yes, of course. Susato-san came back. She sailed across the 7 seas to come back to London from Japan. And personally, I believe that you didn't stab Mr. S-Man. I think you've come to realize something yourself too, haven't you? That your experiment and the machine you built with the victim are questionable. The truth behind that is what we must both pursue now. Yeah, man. Man out and face the truth of your reality. So, you finally open your eyes. What? And as for you, Albert, you can't ignore this. Lord Zix is on our side! Lord Zix is on our side! He's helping us! He's trying to get this stupid piece of shit to face reality. Having heard my learned friend's assertion, don't you have something to say? Lord Zix, we are on the same side. Lord Zix, in Lord Zix we trust. Yes. Oh my gosh, we both sides of the courthouse have now come in mutual agreement. For once in the life of Ace Attorney. For once, question mark, maybe probably not for once, but in a very rare occurrence in Ace Attorney. But Zix, gosh, I've never heard him speak that way before. He used to be a good boy, you know, so they say. I'm not seeing it myself either, but they say that he used to be a good boy, so let's have faith in the goodness of his heart. Dot. In truth, there is one thing, something I remembered that's of relevance, and why did you tell this to us earlier on? What? On the day it happened, just before I began the experiment, I saw a man near the stage. A man holding that cross. What, mate? What? You fucking what? Beg your pardon? You fucking what? Professor! Did your man have any distinguishing features? What did he look like? Taller than me, and thinner than me, with straight hair, straighter and whiter than mine. Yeah, this is not really helping a lot, I suppose. Let's see, one less lens than mine to a monocle. Rather stylish black monocle. Do we know anyone like that so far? Do we know anyone like this so far? One monocle. Okay, it seems that we don't know this person he's talking about yet. No one has got a monocle. But one thing in particular will help to positively identify the man. You see, I know him very well, he said. Why didn't you just say that early on? After all, he's the engineer who built my invention. Why did you finish this early on? You built the machine? That's right, Mr. S-Man introduced him to me a year ago. I know! This is the ultimate of all bro wives. He's a man by the name of screw you. Amada, I'm strange. Like, kill him, ENVtuber. Can we just shave? Can we shave him bald? Shave him bald. He doesn't deserve that hair. Shave him. ENVtuber? They know who it is? Dare. Who is that? Say. Not what name any scientist wishes to hear. That man an abomination, he says. An abomination. Yo, no, I'm fine. Okay. Nice. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye, friendo. See you. Not any name a conjurer wishes to hear either. Wait, he's so notorious that like two different communities hate him? Who on earth is he? Who the fuck knows? I'm afraid this isn't the first tale of this nature that I heard in scientific circles in connection with that name. There's talk of other flamboyant experiments that turned out to be nothing but staged trickery in the end. Obviously, the rascal is after the government's research grant money. The science man, the wizards man, both him, I know, right? Next thing you're gonna tell me the dermatologists hate him as well. When magicians are in need of money, I have heard of them resorting to underhand tricks. Some acquaintances of mine with experience of such things have mentioned ENVtuber's name before. Science people hate him, magic people hate him, dermatologists hate him. Hate him for a simple trick, I know, right? Find out what this trick is here. Just click on this link and you will know. And click on this link to find out why. Unless yours remove your skin and never pay. Remove your skin. I mean, not wrong. Yes, not wrong. You'll be paying for a bunch of other things, but skincare is not one of them. The man is both an engineer and a magician. Yes, we're dealing with an unparalleled confidence trickster here. There's ENVtuber for you. Dang. This guy has been duped to the ends of the earth. He's been duped so hard. If two different people are telling him that he's been duped, he has been duped. So it's true then. My inventions, my great machines, it was just a grand illusion. It was. Considering what we just heard about Mr. Dreber's character, I'm sorry to say that sounds increasingly likely. Even though no one else believed it, I wanted to believe that machine will function exactly as my hypothesis predicted. Which is why you were so opposed to it being investigated, I presume. I knew that the machine would examine in detail. Its construction would give away my hypothesis. Obviously, I didn't want that to happen. But at the same time, I knew that if it was found to be nothing more than a trick, than a work of deception, then everything I worked towards, all my research, all my dreams, my whole life will be over. I mean, you don't be so dramatic, ma'am, that your life is still long. You can work on new hypotheses, but like my condolences to you while it lasts, I suppose. Feels bad, but you know, that is not the end of your life. You can always make new hypotheses. I'll terrify the prospect. And honestly, as a scientist, as someone who has scientist friends and relatives, if you're a scientist, you should be more than prepared to fail many times. You should be more used to failing than succeeding, to be honest. If you are so distraught at the idea of failing, then you're probably in the wrong field. About the true nature of the machine that was built and the true nature of Mr. Dreber, I never questioned anything. I didn't want to question it. This is also another proof why you're in the wrong field. You should always question everything that you do. Always. It's entirely possible that Mr. S-Man and Mr. Dreber colluded to trick you. While working together to use you the means of fraudulently acquiring the research grant money. When I announced my invention to the crowds that day, it was the finest moment of my career. I pulled all the levers and turned all the dials in exactly the way Dreber had described. When the smoke suddenly started billowing out, I panicked. I didn't know what was happening. But I really didn't know how the whole illusion was made to work. If you're a scientist, You don't even know how your experiment works. This is yabai. This is very yabai. Like, you should have a very clear understanding of how your experiment works. Even putting aside this sham experiment, not understanding how it works is exactly how accidents and murders happen, isn't it? This is a disaster waiting to happen if you don't know what's going on with your own experiment. Holy shit! This guy is yabai. Please, I know this is a sad, pitiful moment for you, but please change your career. You are not meant to be a scientist. Let me confirm one final point of view, Professor. Do you now consent to the prosecution submitting the necessary paperwork to release your invention from the protection afforded by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? Yes, please go ahead. I'm very sorry. Well, there is one problem solved at least. Pong. It will appear that we shall have to suspend proceeding for the remainder of the day now. Lord Benedix. My lord, the court has newly been made aware of another party whose involvement in this matter is critical. Yes, Mr. Drebber. Gather information about the man. If possible, I should like him served with a subpoena. Oh. With pleasure, my lord. Now, counsel for defense. Yes, my lord. When we reconvene, I shall be looking for one thing and one thing alone from you. Evidence that the defendant is innocent of the crime. Thank you! The judge now trusts me! Of which he presently stands accused. I understand. Hi, wakarimashita. Good, in this case, this court is adjourned until tomorrow morning. Is that enough time? One afternoon is enough time? Sasuga Ace Attorney. Yay! Yay! Part clear. 23rd October, 1:36 PM. The Old Bailey defendant antechamber. Yay! Hairbrain. Yes? You better apologize. Yes, good job. I'm so sorry, I was wrong. You were right. I tricked you. You trusted me. I dragged you into my mess. Oh, how did you ever come to this? I'm so sorry. Yeah, you better be. Do you really have no idea, Professor? I think he probably had an idea. He was just being like in denial and delusional. But what Mr. Drebble up to, but what he was really constructing. Naturally, the machine was the embodiment of my hypothesis, of all my hopes and dreams. For something that you had complete faith in, you didn't really bother to find out how it worked. Are you really sure you had complete faith in it then? I complete faith in it, he says. Alright, in that case, I won't say anymore. Now, sadly the murder accusation against you still stands. So we must do as much investigation as we can before the trial resumes tomorrow. Well, thank you for doing so much for me. You're paying me, so... You're paying me. Susato-san is back! Susato-san! So sorry for arriving late this morning, Mr. Nahodo. Arriving late? Did you receive my postcard? I want to let you know when I arrive. Postcard? Did she send a postcard? No, don't hide this kind of thing from me. Don't hide this kind of thing from me, Iris. Well, they worked. I was surprised, alright, especially she threw me to the ground. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I was just so happy to see you again that it sort of slipped out. Or the thing to slip out. Maybe you could stick to more traditional displays of emotion in future? So this train was late in London, Victoria this morning, you see. But we made the coachman really whip the horses hard so she didn't miss the whole trial. Oh, so that's why Iris said she had something to do. She went to pick up Iris. Oh, so Iris went to pick up Susato-san. That's why she couldn't come to the trial to be an assistant. I was watching from the gallery in a while, but in the end I'm afraid I couldn't contain myself. Well, I'm glad you didn't. Oh. Having you at my side in court gives me the strength I need to win. Ship. So, delighted to see you back in London. Oh, you're too kind, Naruhodo-san. I'm delighted to be here. I hope I can continue to be of service to you. Of course. So, what's brought you back? Did Professor Mikotoba not protest? Let's save all the conversation for when we're back at home, shall we? You know, I've made one of my most special blends ever for this special occasion. Susato-san is so cute. Seriously, I miss Susato-san. Iris are wonderful, I can't wait. Susato-san is so cute. Best assistant ever. Susato-san and Iris are both his best assistant ever. It's hard to describe how happy that made me feel at the time. But despite my elation, our tale was about to take yet another extraordinary turn. As always. Yay! End of this section, I think. To be continued in the next section. Okay, I think this is a good place to end for today because it is now. Wait, it's 1 p.m. Holy shit, it's 1 p.m. I thought it'll be like 12:30, not 1 p.m. Okay, it's a super good time to end for the day then. Okay, so thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for coming, Ace Attorney, lots of space. Hisashi Buri, Ace Attorney. Bye. Okay, so okay, I shall. You can't see, but I imagine me doing a salute at you or something. I salute. Okay, I shall head off. Everyone go to sleep, or in your case, get supper. I guess. Okay. We'll stay the safest of all safes. Okay. Thanks for coming. Bye bye. See you tomorrow for Pocket Asias. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye. Once again, thanks for coming. Extremely sweet dreams. Okay, see you. And stream.